Welcome to the Sleazy Podcast, the podcast about anything and everything, but mostly TV and movies. And now it's time to get sleazy.
What's up, guys?
Yo.
How are you?
Living the dream.
Living the dream?
Yeah.
Whose dream are you living? That's what I want to know.
Damn liar.
I know. Like
Trying to survive.
Maybe he's living the dream of like somebody in Africa who never had running water or electricity.
You're living some like Nigerian's dream.
And then again, maybe they're happier over there. Who knows?
Probably are happier.
I remember my buddy Chris that we've worked with for many years. Well, up until 10 or 13 years ago, you didn't work with him anymore, but so you get what I'm saying. But he is a Jehovah's Witness, and I remember him telling me one of the members of his congregation won a lottery ticket to come here, and it was like a big deal over there. Like you hit the golden ticket, and it's like, really, like it's that big of a deal. But you know, this was years ago, so it might have been a big deal back then.
Not now.
You think nowadays people are like, I don't want it.
Yep, I'm not going.
I don't want it.
Nope.
I think there certainly are. Can I go to another country first?
Yeah.
I'd rather stay here and just get high. What's the plant they chew on all the time?
Oh, the cocoa, whatever it is.
But it's basically like gets them high when they chew on it, and it's like I'd rather just chill and hang out all day and get high. But all right, so this is episode 232 of the Sleazy Podcast. 232. Yes, 232, not 231, not 230, 232. I'm one of your hosts, Sleazy, and as always, I'm joined by Mr. PBS.
Howdy, howdy.
And then we have the world famous, the Pitbull, Robzilla. I clicked on the wrong Robzilla roar. Normally I do this one. It's more ferocious.
More scary.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm just glad you finally got in that booster seat so he looks normal.
Yeah.
Moving up in the world.
And he's got that giant ass fucking t-shirt on because he's lost so much weight.
Yeah.
Fucking, I saw that. Did I send the thing of Peter Griffin, the video this time?
Yeah, video.
It's like your one friend that's lost weight on it.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Right, like when Rob's coming down the steps because you hear like the fat folding down the steps.
Here's his shirt billowing in the breeze.
Yep.
Then you hear him like trying not to throw up because he's nauseous from his medicine. I'm sick. I need to get up.
Chewing on his mints.
Dude, I mean, I told you about the trifecta before I hit the record button, and I'm sitting down here, and I think Rob knew I was a little off-put by something because I didn't even acknowledge, and I was trying to find articles, which I still haven't found, or maybe I did find a couple there. But
I could feel the rage, this pulsating.
This motherfucker sits down, and I hear crunch, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, Rob, just fucking eat the mint now. I don't want to hear that for the next 2 hours.
Then he smacked me.
I didn't smack him.
I believe it.
Yeah, see?
I didn't smack him.
You have to get him some like lifesavers, like the jail ones that don't make any noise.
Right. I'm like, I've never heard somebody savor a fucking mint for so long. Like, it has to be some kind of fetish you have.
Shit's expensive. You got to savor it.
Well, you're buying fucking Altoids, brother. You got to get the cheap shit.
Doesn't matter if it's $1.79. You got to save it.
How much is Altoids now? Is that
$3.99?
That's a lot. It used to be like $1 back in the day or something like that.
Yeah.
But they were always kind of like advertised as like the high-end mint.
Yeah.
Got to switch to the Tic Tacs, Rob.
Yep.
Really, how big are those pills? Show us one. These little tablets that you
Tablet.
I think they're drugs that he's taking.
It's really ecstasy, but you know.
So they're a decent size.
No.
But still, I've never heard anyone like it's like hearing a little rat gnaw on something. He just takes a little chip off of it at a time. And
for $4, he's got to make it last.
And fucking 45 minutes later, you still hear that crunch, and you're like, who needs this much breath mints? You know, like, is there some issue going on that we don't know about?
No.
It's like a chicken with his rock gizzard.
Yeah. And like, I hate to break the news to you, Rob. Like, even if you had stinky breath, that's not going to like mask it or take care of it.
I know.
Like, the rotten egg burp is going to come right out over that. Mm-hmm. And then we're still going to yell at you.
You know me for anything. It doesn't matter.
Not anything.
Yes.
No,
that's facts.
Not anything. Come on, brother. Don't be like that.
Go fuck yourself.
That don't work for me, brother.
Be easy now, brother.
Okay, so what?
WNBC.
I did it for the money.
We're going to be playing that a lot now that we have that sound.
Mm-hmm.
WNBC.
It's like the best line in any movie.
Mm-hmm.
But we think we have a great show. We say that every episode. I do anyways. Sometimes
because we always do.
We're a little flat and we're like, fuck it. You know, this isn't the greatest show. But
Yeah,
we'll talk.
You people will take what we give you and like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. We don't have much. People don't really like communicate with us like they used to. We got to figure out some way to get people to communicate. Whether it's
Rob, I need you to throw out a hard R.
Okay.
Yeah. Take one for the team, buddy. Get us some.
You're going to be canceled. Who fucking cares?
I was like, I clean bathrooms to make ends meet. Do you think you're going to hurt my feelings?
You think you can hurt me?
Gonna kick me off YouTube? Oh no!
After what I've done, all that's happened.
Yeah, like I think if something like that ever happened, I'd be like, oh, okay, it was a good ride. I think I'm just gonna go back to playing video games now. And
honestly, I think we're sort of such a small channel. I think we could get away with it. Like I think we could go like total off the rails for a while before anybody really reported it.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, now they have these like they scan the video for certain things.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll come back if you drive a hard R or anything of that nature. It'll flag it and just lose your algorithm spot, and you'll float away into the ether of YouTube dungeons.
Yeah.
But
that's where we live, so don't worry about it.
Yeah,
it's not scary for us.
I'm not worried about it. Like I said last week, like anymore now. I just I feel like I did this because I always wanted to do it. And after a while, like it kind of becomes therapeutic to you. You spend time with your friends. You learn how to speak a little bit, even though sometimes I still have filler words. And
I mean, look at me.
I talk like a valley girl. Like.
Look at you.
Like, really?
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's been good. Like, look how much confidence Rob has nowadays. Like, he's lost all this weight because he's podcasting.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I'm on camera. I can't be a fat fuck for the rest of my life. Like Sleazy and PBS.
I can just play with my skin now and eat it like fucking dough and pizza.
So I watched a video of like Dr. Drew talking about. I may have sent that to you guys, but Dr. Drew was talking about how people are getting like addicted to Ozempic and they're abusing it.
You sent some Dr. Drew video. That might have been what it was.
Yeah, and I'm like, now I know why Rob works fucking 3 jobs, because he's fucking addicted to this shit and he can't not go without it. But
why take the shot out? You think of Randy from South Park. Randy.
Rob has like little Ozempic parties where they like
put all the vials in a bowl or whatever.
Yeah.
They shit from their mouth into the bowl.
That was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. I laughed for like 10 minutes.
That wasn't in the Ozempic one though, was it? Like they were just partying and shooting up Ozempic at the house and getting skinny.
Yeah.
So before I get the rundown here, well, I'll just do the rundown real quick, and then we'll get into things eventually. We're gonna do crazy news. We're gonna talk about UFOs, our crazy government. There's all kinds of shit going on this week. The Hantavirus that is contagious.
The apocalypse is coming.
Yeah, something's happening. And then from there, we'll go to Zilla's Tubi pick. Then we're going to talk about the Resident Evil trailer that's dividing the fan base. Like, there's some toxic motherfuckers out there, dude.
They're like the Snyder people.
I would say they're worse, dude.
Yeah.
Like, they're not even attempting to give this a chance. And then we'll go into Whatchu Watchin, and from there, we'll cover the Hulk Hogan documentary first up, probably.
And other stuff.
And we'll just talk about other things we're doing. What was that? Oh yeah,
it's 10-inch pythons.
Yeah, brother. I couldn't take it after they took a shot at my boy, my hero, my hero. Like, you're a Hulk Hogan and Donald Trump's your hero.
Fuck out of here.
My God, dude.
Disgusting.
Like, CTE is a real thing.
Got that right.
But man, so Matt and I went to the bar last Saturday, and Levi met up with us.
Or it's kind of wild.
Yeah, it was kind of wild. So we were on the back patio enjoying some beverages, and there's a normal group of ladies that are always there. We call them, I don't even know if they're lesbians. I just assume it, but I think there's like pairs of couples or something of that nature. But they're really cool. They're always polite to us, except for the one time Matt offered the one girl a joint. He got the evilest stare down from her girlfriend that I've ever seen. Like, she stared at him the whole night. Like, it was, I was the only one noticing it because I was there and just had a direct line of sight. But anyway, so we're out there. It's probably been a half hour, and they're always there. These people are always at the bar whenever I go. And that's like every other week, maybe once a month. But so they're sitting on the patio, and Matt is in front of me, so I can kind of see over there, and I'm leaning up against the table that they have against the wall. And I noticed she's having trouble getting her up. And she's like, come on, let's get you up and go to the bathroom. And I'm like thinking, like, man, they must have been here all day, because it's just now 8 o'clock. She's really fucked up. And so she's got her around the picnic table going up the steps. You know how steep those steps are. Have you been to the bar, Rob? You haven't been?
I don't think so.
For some reason, I thought you had been there. But anyways, there's these little steps that go down to the patio, and they're kind of steep.
Of course, the bar always has some.
It's an old fucking building, dude.
Yeah.
So, but she got her up. Like, I mean, this is like a 15-minute, thing going on. She got her up, and she was just dead weight in the doorway. And they're like, hey, somebody, she called for the bartender's name and asked him to call 911. And we walked over at that point because we're like, oh shit, something's going on. And we're like, what do you need? Do you need us to call somebody for you? Or, what's going on here?
Sleazy's like, let me in there. I've been watching The Pit.
I know how to take her vitals and make sure,
Start chest compressions.
Yeah.
Clear the airway.
Somebody got an EpiPen? But, and the one girl, she's just overwhelmed. You could tell. And she's like, can you just hold my water? And we're like, yeah, we set it down on the table. We're like, anything else you need, just tell us. And this turned in, I mean, they were there for a while. Then the fire squad got there, and they're like in the hallway where the bathrooms are. And of course, like we both had to piss. So it was like a 45-minute wait to piss. And finally, we were like, I got to go. Maybe they'll just, and we could tell they were wrapping things up, and they were talking to her through the bathroom door or whatever, I guess. But the one girl, before when the squad got there and she had kind of come out on the patio to kind of just let them do their thing, she was talking to us, and we were like, hey, is she a diabetic? Well, what's the deal here? She goes, well, she only had 2 beers, but she had 4 candy bars.
Yep,
diabetic. Yep.
Well, and she was like, she says she's not diabetic.
Are they that kind of candy bar, Rob?
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
That's the thing. Who knows what, But to me, like, even me and Matt, like, later on in the night, we were like, I think she got roofied, dude. Because, I mean, it was, like, really lethargic. Like, I mean, she was just dead weight. And you could tell, like, something was going on. I've seen people in diabetic shock, and like normally they don't move, and they're kind of alert still, but they're like, hey, get me orange juice or something like that.
Oh, you're shaking and sweating.
Yeah. I mean, you just know the difference, and it didn't appear to be a diabetic shock. But I hopefully the next time I see them, I'll be like, hey, you all right?
I'm diabetic.
Yeah. But the one girl, she was like, how do you even know if you're diabetic? And I'm like, how old are you?
You go to the doctor?
Like, you look like you're older than me or my age. Like, yeah, you go to the doctor. Like, you don't even have to go to the doctor. You can go to the CVS, and they'll give you the little prick test or whatever.
Yeah, you can get your own, like, glucose monitor. It's like $20.
Yeah, and I'm just like, how are you, like, a functioning adult and you don't know this? But I mean, nothing against them. I'm just like,
suspect that you do anyway.
And I'm thinking, and I'm kind of like thinking, like, don't be a jerk. Maybe the moment has gotten the best of her, and she's just rattling things off, like we all do in certain situations. But I was like, oh my God, this is insane, dude. And then it made me even more suspicious because we stayed out on the patio the whole night. I don't know how I did it. It was cold as hell. But I mean, after a while, you just don't feel the cold. And this weird dude, like they had started to leave after everything, and then this weird dude comes out, like after they had all left, and he's just kind of standing by himself, leaning up where we were originally talking, because Levi had come at this point, so we were on the other side, just kind of talking and hanging out. And then another dude came up and talked to us, and he was like, "Let me hit that," you know. And of course, Matt's like, "I got you, man." You know? And but this dude just kept interjecting himself into our conversation, like he was trying not to be conspicuous or weird.
Yeah.
And it just felt very
weird,
off-putting. I'm like, and I looked over at Matt when the dude went in, because he left right after that, I'm pretty sure. And then another lady came out, like right as we were talking about it, she goes, "You talking about that white boy that just left?" And we're like, "Yeah, we're talking about that white boy that just left." And she was like, I think he roofied that chick that just left. And I'm like, "That's what we were just talking about." And she was like, "He's a weird motherfucker." And we were both like, "Yeah, he's a weird motherfucker." And Matt was like, give him some slack. He could just be a weird dude. And I'm like, "Well, he's definitely a weird dude. But I think he's a weird dude that was up to something." So who knows, dude? But it was just it was a surreal experience. You're like, wow, any minute that could just happen to somebody, But they got her home. I'm guessing she had left with her friends, so hopefully they got her home and she's okay and not having that episode again, because that was kind of scary. She was non-responsive, and I mean the girl was literally like carrying her up the steps. I was like, Jesus. But how was your guys' weeks? Nothing eventful like that, right?
No.
No.
Unfortunately, no. So it's pretty sad
Nice
for me.
and boring.
Yeah.
Nice and boring.
Catch up on shows. That's really about it.
I know, dude. There's just so much to watch,
Dude.
I don't have enough time. I truly don't know how people find the time to watch this.
It's their job. That's what it is.
Yeah, well, they don't have a job or any commitments in life.
Well, that or streamers or.
And I mean, I make it a point to like watch shit, but some of these people, I was just talking to the guy that directs our youth baseball program for OBETS. I had posted that video of us like, how, what is cinephile territory? And I don't know if you saw the comment, but his was like 250, 500. And he was like, I'm trending towards under 250 this year, and I'm really upset by it. And I'm like, dude, you have like 3 kids. You run this program. You literally live here. Like, how are you watching this? He was like, when the family goes to bed, I watch movies for like 4 hours, and then I go to sleep. And I'm like, how do you do it, though? Like, you got to be up in the morning. He's like, I just do. I'm like,
I get it.
I make that sacrifice.
I envy you. In a way, I'm like really like jealous, and I feel like I'm put down a level. Like, I thought I was like a big movie watcher. No, you're not. I'm more of a casual movie fan.
You ain't shit.
No, dude. But we had talked about it, and he was like, Ryan Gosling's my favorite actor. And I was like, really? He was like, I love everything he does. Then we talked about La La Land. I was like, I hate musicals. And he was like, I almost left because the first scene is, a song. And I was like, yeah, dude. I was like, I had to, really commit to that movie. But he like the way like he started describing it, I'm like, I said the exact same thing on my show like months ago. I was like, the end of that movie broke my fucking heart. And he was like, it's such a good movie. The end of that movie really makes it. I was like, yeah, man. But it's just so nice having conversations like that with people.
Of course.
And
I've had these videos show up on my TikTok, and they're like old like video store like advertisements for like the Silver Screen Club for like 55 and over. And I was just thinking every time I see them, like, can you imagine if we had Letterboxd and still had like video stores?
Yeah.
Where you could go to the video store and like, strike up a conversation with somebody, like, oh yeah, did you see that on such and such's Letterboxd? I'm like, oh yeah, I did.
I feel like Letterboxd should just open bars.
Mm-hmm. That'd be great.
We talked about it. I've seen other people talk about it, like Letterboxd screenings.
Yeah.
Now, and I told you, like, when we went to see whatever it was, The Long Walk or something, like I could see the people in front of us on their phones, and 1 or 2 of them was on Letterboxd. I'm like, all right, they'll be okay.
They're fine.
They'll turn it off eventually, right? I'm so sad, dude. Like our days changed that we have baseball. Mm-hmm. So now it's Tuesday, Thursday. So I can't go to Thursday movies anymore. So we'll have to settle for like a Friday or a Saturday, hopefully. And I'm like, all the atrocious motherfuckers are in the theater on Fridays and Saturdays. So
Got to get them early
fucking
screenings.
mongrels.
I'm serious. I'm about to bring a blowhorn to the theater from now on. And when I see somebody on their phone, I'm like, "Beep." Like, I don't care if I ruin the movie.
And again, I'm not one of those people that like complains about how pricey it is to go to a movie. But you're spending money to go to a movie, and you're going to sit there on your phone. Like,
well, I mean, it's
home.
$18 for an ultra screen ticket,
Right.
and I mean that's fairly cheap compared to like New York or California. But still, that's a lot of money. I mean, that's an hour of your work almost, depending on where you work.
Yeah.
But it's like,
Go fuck yourself.
I haven't been in forever. I'm like, who's on the fucking phone?
yeah, you really haven't been forever. You got to quit these jobs, dude.
I will eventually.
Like, what's it going to take to get you to quit these jobs?
Well, I got a couple of tests coming up for.
But I
For a
mean,
job.
like, what's the end goal here? Like, do you just plan on doing this until you die?
Yes.
Like, why? What is the deal, Rob? You have a wife. You're supposed to have it easy.
What?
You have a partner. You're not paying all the bills by yourself.
Right. But still.
Yeah, like what? I mean, what is the psychology behind this working 3 jobs?
Just to pay off some debt and then.
But you've been saying that for over a year now.
Well, paying off debt.
What do you have a gambling addiction? Like, what is the deal?
That's what it is.
Be honest. Be honest and open for once.
What?
We're your amigos here. We're here to help you.
I told you it's from debt from the wedding and everything else.
You
So,
got
and I'm
married
paying that
like
off.
you got married what 2.5 years ago? Almost 3 years ago.
I'm paying that off, and then I'm looking for a better job that has the.
You act like you
more
got
hours.
married at the fucking Ritz, brother.
I did.
You got married at the Laotian Embassy, buddy.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did.
I just
Can you
never.
imagine- Let's go back to that day and see Rob sweating every pallet of Hennessy they keep bringing in.
Yeah.
Doing the Jordan Peele sweating meme.
Like, did
when
you have to buy Tracy and you're paying the debt off to her father? Like,
I
what
did.
is the deal? Like,
I did.
like
Well,
I
think
just
the
don't
father's
buy
supposed to
this.
give him the dowry, right?
Yeah, it's not the dowry.
Like, I just feel like
Well, the first time when they said
this is some kind of mental illness that you're killing yourself over, and it's not worth it. Like, you're gonna fucking die taking trash out, dude.
best way to go out.
No, it's not. No, it is not, dude. Gayheart and I had a rule back in the stores, like if something happens to us in the store, drag us outside. I'm not fucking dying in the store.
That's fair.
I'm not dying inside my place of employment. But
Why don't you just go to Laos, Rob, and live like a king?
Yeah.
With the rest of the family.
I'm
like,
we're
I just
tempted to.
don't.
I'm tempted to at this point.
Rob, like if the debt was really that big of a deal, you could consolidate it and still maintain your lifestyle and maybe knock a job off. I don't get the third job.
Well, when I find that like other full-time job to replace this one, make a little bit more money an hour wise.
But I heard you were getting a job with Corey.
No, they didn't take me initially, but then
Yeah, they reposted it. You got to refill your application.
but what did I apply for? I have a test for the state the 25th.
I feel like this is just going to be like 20 years from now. We're going to be ready to retire, and we won't be able to.
He's doing the Donald Trump. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Give me 2 weeks, and I might quit this job.
See where we're at in 2 weeks.
Rob's going to be saying the same shit. Well, I got debt and my addiction to Ozempic, and it's bad when Rob's wife messages me and she's like, "Why does he need to work these jobs?" And I'm like, "This is your husband. Maybe you should be having this conversation with him, not me. I'm glad to be a mediator in this, but like if he's not telling you, then he's obviously not going to tell me. So what's the deal?
So, anyways,
No, what's the deal?
I have a test the
Like
25th.
I have friends that I haven't talked to in years, and they'll hit me up on different platforms, and they'll be like, "I'm worried about Rob. Like, no one should have to work this many hours." And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck his problem is.
I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Okay.
Are you secretly like one of those Pokemon scalpers, Rob? You're just bad at it.
Yeah, that's
You
it.
never
Yeah.
you never pull the big cards, the
No.
Logan Paul cards or whatever.
I will punch myself in the face of a Pokemon scalper.
Rob clocks out of his first job, and he's like, "Got to get my cleaning clothes on."
Pretty much. I take my 45-minute power nap with the dog.
Have you started taking up smoking? I mean, because you're working all these jobs, you got to be stressed the fuck out.
No.
This is just something's not right, Rob.
I got the black lung pop.
Something's not right, and we're all worried about you. PBS may not be showing his his what's the word I'm looking for here? His
Emotions?
worrisome for you, but his concern.
Hey, this is America. You got to do what you got to do.
Yep.
I get it, but still, Rob makes decent money. He's married. It's like not like he's living on his own and paying all the bills. It's like you don't even have a car payment, dude.
It's true. That's nice.
Do you even pay your insurance?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, of course I pay the insurance.
How much is your insurance a month?
When they do it every 6 months.
Oh, okay.
It's every 6. I think
So
it's
you
like
pay up
$250.
front.
Yeah, so it's like $250 or something like that for like 6 months.
Oh my God, that's insanely cheap.
Yeah, about $325 or something like that.
$325 for
Yeah.
6 months?
Yeah,
That's insanely cheap, dude.
Yeah.
I pay $120 a month.
shit's wild.
Yes.
It's expensive.
America is a garbage disposal,
It
dude.
is.
I'm just imagining Rob getting stuck at his janitorial job one night, and like somebody comes in to rob the building, like Die Hard style, and Rob's like the only one in the building, calling 911. There's some men in the building with guns. Sir, we're
He's
gonna
hiding
need you.
in the he's hiding in the rolling trash cans that custodians use.
Yep.
hiding in the
That's a Lululemon area, so they
hiding in the
would.
accessible stall. There's a man in the building with guns. Sir, we're gonna need you to go out. No, I can't. I'm in the bathroom.
I'm shitting myself right
They'll
now.
smell me coming.
Yep.
I've got Ozempic breath.
God,
Pretty much.
a big breath.
I'll be coming a mile away.
It's a real thing, man.
It
I
is.
sent that article.
It
You listen back to Rob's own call. Yeah, I'm in the bathroom. And I'm trying to hide, but I think they can hear. I think they can hear me.
You can hear me.
I just heard some bitch cough in the bathroom.
Sir, what's that crackling? Are the connection bad? No, it's my mints. I eat mints when I'm nervous.
Sir, stop chewing the mints. You'll be found out.
Yeah, like they're walking in the bathroom, like checking the floors, to make sure, hitting the doors open. And then they hear crunch. Fucking got him.
Yep. Your ass is mine now, fat boy.
You're not fat, Rob. If anything, they're like, I'll just leave that crackhead alone.
Leave that method alone.
Leave the crackhead alone in the handicap stall.
And Rob just like, I'm just trying to do my fourth job mopping the floor.
Yep.
Like, you need a spot on our crew. We'll give you some of this money.
Like, how many jobs you work?
Work with us. You only have to work one
You
job.
should turn to crime, sir. It's way better.
And then at the end of the night, the cops come in like, this looks like it might have been an inside job. Were you giving them information? No, I didn't tell him anything.
All right.
Code is.
So first up here, we're going to talk about the Hantavirus. For those of you that may be living under a bridge or don't watch the news or anything,
We don't blame you.
we've got a new disease.
I would recommend you keep living under that bridge.
Yeah, definitely. It's very fucking depressing.
They'll come out.
It's very depressing. I think we're all mentally fucking ill because everybody's glued to their phones and we're all seeing this shit. We're just not made to process all this shit. But this one comes from NPR, phenomenal news source, I think. Some people would disagree with that because they call it right down the middle. And people don't like that because they get called out on their shit.
Fake news. My fake hands.
You got to get put your fingers in a little bit to simulate the short hands. So is Hantavirus the next COVID?
2.0.
Is the U.S. response on point? An outbreak update. Okay. Well, look at that little picture. That's a nice picture of this nice little virus there. Public health authorities around the world are working to contain a hantavirus outbreak that started on a cruise ship in early April and has already claimed 3 lives. I think it's up more than that now, isn't it?
I believe so.
Rob, look that up. Or, hold on a second. Should we do, which AI should we do? Should we do Gemini, ChatGPT, Perplexity, or Claude? I've met AI, but I don't ever use it.
I don't use AI. I like my water.
Yeah, big fucking deal. The Earth is made of water. You'll be all right.
Don't worry, Governor Vivek's going to have
still
a
says
data
3
center in
as
every
of right
backyard
now.
anyway.
Hold on. We'll go to Claude. Claude seems to be like the champion of.
It says there's 8 cases, 5 are confirmed, and 3 suspected, and then there's been 3 deaths.
All right, be quiet. How many hantavirus deaths have been from the cruise ship recently in April?
I'll search for information about virus-related deaths from a cruise ship in April. So yeah, There was a hantavirus outbreak on the MV Hondius cruise ship. 3 people died total, with the first passenger passing away in early April on the ship itself, and then a Dutch couple who likely contracted it during a bird watching trip in Argentina before they even boarded.
Fucking birds, man.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do we have to do to get these people to stop going to these, parts of the world where these diseases are?
Apparently they have to die.
Yeah, I get the frustration. It's rough that people end up getting sick from something they didn't expect. That said, hantavirus is actually spread through rodent droppings, not birds themselves. The couple likely got exposed at a landfill area in Ushuaia where rats carrying the virus were present, not from the birds they were watching.
Exactly.
As for travel,
but this strain passes from human to human, correct?
actually, no. That's
Ooh.
the good news here.
I think you're wrong. This is the Andes version of hantavirus, and it spreads from human to human.
You know what? You might be right on that. Let me double check because hantavirus variants do differ in how they spread. You're absolutely right. My bad. And
Shut the fuck up, Claude. All right, so back to this. Despite a stream of alarmist headlines, the World Health Organization, WHO, is emphasizing that the risk to general public is very low. Thank God. Let's hope it stays that way. I want to be unequivocal here. This is not the start of a COVID pandemic, said Maria van Kerkhove, the director of epidemic and pandemic management at the WHO, speaking at a press conference on Thursday. This is not COVID. This is not influenza. It spreads very, very differently. Thank God, right? Does that make you feel like reassured or safer?
No.
Yeah, it doesn't make.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all.
Here's the current information about the cruise ship passengers, as well as what we know about the particular type of hantavirus in the U.S. response. The latest figures on the outbreak: 8 cases have been reported, 5 confirmed by testing. The others are suspected cases. It's believed that the first person who fell ill came into contact with the virus before boarding the cruise. He and his wife have been bird watching, but normally considered a hazardous sport. Not normally considered a hazardous sport, sorry, at a landfill outside of Ushuaia, Argentina. I probably just butchered that.
It's fine.
Did I say that right? How would you pronounce that?
I can't see it. That's probably pretty close.
Yeah.
Ushuaia? Said Dr. Jean Morazzo, CEO of the Infectious Diseases Society of America, at a press conference on Wednesday. She said it was possible the man was exposed to the virus at the landfill. Like, what are you doing at a fucking landfill, bro? Like, although she emphasized that the theory has yet to be confirmed. Humans usually contract hantavirus by breathing in virus particles from infected rodent urine, feces, or saliva. That's what our boy Gene Hackman and his wife died from.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, she died from that. They think he died from something else, right?
Yeah, well, she died first, I believe.
Yeah.
Of something related to haunt, at least.
Yeah, I think it was...
He was left on his own with his Alzheimer's dementia.
Yeah. He was just kind of chilling with her dead body in the bathroom. The specific type of hantavirus that this man picked up, called the Andes virus, is the only type of hantavirus known to transmit human to human, says Dr. Emily Abdoler, a clinical associate professor of internal medicine at the University of Michigan. Current evidence suggests this man then boarded the cruise while asymptomatic and developed symptoms a handful of days into the voyage, says Morazzo. At that point, he spread the virus to others, including his wife. Both husband and wife have died, as well as other passengers. A German woman, the doctor on the boat, is one of the 8 patients and has been evacuated to Europe for treatment, she added. What to know about symptoms, treatment, and death rate. Hantavirus can cause an infection that starts with flu-like symptoms, including fatigue, fever, muscle aches, and at times diarrhea and vomiting. These are like your daily symptoms from Ozempic, Rob. In some patients, it can progress to a severe and sometimes deadly respiratory infection. That's kind of what I thought it was kind of like a lung kind of infection.
Yeah.
There is no vaccine or specific treatment for hantavirus. Now, if you listen to some of the ivermectin crowd, they're like, they're already making a vaccine for it.
Fucking stupid.
They're gonna close you down again.
Mm-hmm.
WHO officials urge people who might be infected to seek care from a trained professional quickly because medical care, such as being put on a ventilator, can help. The death rate, according to the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, can be between 30 and 40%, although Marazzo said this is likely an overestimate. While those are very scary numbers, yes, they are very fucking scary. What was COVID, like fucking 10% or something like that?
Something. It was.
It was low. It was low.
Yeah.
While those are very scary numbers, we often don't know what the denominator of people infected is because mild cases might be missed. There is no over-the-counter test for hantavirus, so it's often only sick people with symptoms who show up at a doctor and get tested. That means the mortality rate might appear higher than it actually is. So, yeah, I'm not going to keep reading on about this, but it's like, we just got through this shit. Like, we don't need a fucking outbreak. And
you know who released it? Joe Biden.
Yeah. Was it us talking like, why don't they just blow that fucking cruise ship up?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of stuff on TikTok.
Like they blow all these planes up with like fucking engineers and shit on it. Like, just get rid of these people.
I mean, we blow
Stop
up
the virus at all costs.
I mean, we blow up, kids' schools. Might as well blow up the fucking ship.
I know that's so wrong to say.
Yeah, well, it's fucking true.
It's like no one wants to go through this shit again.
Yeah.
Blow that fucking boat up and say it was a terrorist. Say it was Cuba.
Yeah. It was that Iran.
It's a perfect invitation for the government to invade Cuba. They blew a cruise ship up. Yeah. We got to take Cuba over now.
We got to take their oil.
Iran blew them up. Now we have to put boots on the ground. It's like, Jesus Christ. You see where they started attacking Iran again?
Yeah.
They attacked some bases.
Yeah.
It's like, what
did Trump call it? A love tap.
This fucking idiot.
I was listening to somebody and they were like, what's the one island they want because it's got all the oil refinery shit on it?
Carg Island?
Yeah, and they're like, they just need to blow that island up. Send a message to Iran. It's like, and make the oil go up even more? Like, what are we talking about, people? Like, some people, like, their humanity is just fucking gone. After we just had a conversation about blowing up a cruise ship of infected people.
Hey, you got to break a few eggs to make an omelet.
But it's like, have you never played Resident Evil? They they nuke the fucking town at the end.
Nuke. We're talking about this little ship here, buddy.
Yeah. Like, these people, they can't handle their businesses being shut down again.
They're going to become patriots. Yeah. So it's okay.
Well, ivermectin will cure it.
Yeah, it's fine.
If it does come.
Just drop that off.
I need a haircut.
Yeah, I found that to be so fucking crazy. Like, and it's always these cruise ships, like when
it's always the cruise ships.
I'm probably the only one here that's been on a cruise, but when you go on a cruise, like before, like you go and check in and you tell them who you are or what your account is, and they send you back with paperwork and you've got to fill this paperwork out, and then they call you back up and they go over it with you. And like one of the questions is, do you have any symptoms? Do you have a sore throat? Do you have a stuffy nose? That way, if people get sick, they can go through and look at all this shit and hunt people down, who might have spread it. But motherfuckers, they're like, I paid for this fucking vacation. I'm not fucking telling you if I have a sore throat. Fuck you.
Yeah.
And that's how it goes.
Perfect movie setting.
And, you're confined in these areas. So, I mean, shit just spreads crazy on cruise ships. But that's not even like the worst outbreak on a cruise ship. I think everybody had diarrhea and shit and just crazy shit, dude.
Yeah.
But hopefully this is it. They got it under control and they've tracked everybody down that's come into contact. We know that they're never going to do that.
Yeah.
But I was reading it can take up to 6 weeks for the incubation period of this.
Really?
So it's, how do you ever know?
Yeah.
Somebody could be walking around just spreading it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you wouldn't know until up to 6 weeks, depending on how quickly it goes. But
you can all rest easy, knowing that RFK is on top of it.
Yes. Yeah. A raccoon's penis is going to cure this.
Fucking
isn't that crazy? He cut a raccoon's penis off to study it.
For science.
It's for science, God damn it.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, if you want to go to fucking veterinarian school and take the biology class or whatever, like, what normal human is cutting? Like, that shit Jeffrey Dahmer used to do.
That's not normal.
No, it's not.
It's a psychopath.
These people are sociopaths, dude.
I just do what the worm in my brain tells me to do.
I haven't seen that guy in a long time that does the
Doinkles.
Yeah.
I just saw a video from him where he had to go to another channel because his main channel was getting suppressed or something.
Oh, really? So that's probably why I haven't seen him.
Figures.
I need to type his name in and follow that new account.
You know how those algorithms are. As soon as you start making a little too much money,
When you start making noise on TikTok, they really put you in your place. I'll tell you that.
Bring back the Communist Party of China, please.
Yeah.
They ban you from fucking advertising. Like, I got banned from advertising, and they still haven't told me what I did. And they refuse to look at it. They just keep denying the appeal.
I saw there was a TikTok. The guy's like, "Oh man," he's like, "When China owned TikTok, man, we had it all."
So much better.
Oh, yeah.
And did you see the one article I sent before you guys got here where they're making TikTok settle a lawsuit or something, and it's like $400 million, but it's not going to the victims.
Of course not.
It's going to a fund to beautify Washington. What are we talking about here? Why does Washington get that money if children had their privacy taken advantage of?
Because I live here, and I'm not going to live in this shithole.
Like, shouldn't that go in a pot and go to these people that were taken advantage of?
Yet again, you're making sense.
It should not go to any projects in Washington.
No.
Like, this cabinet that is in power right now is the most, like, everything's an embezzlement.
Yep.
Like, they just steal from one pot and funnel it into their projects.
Well, worst is it's actually out in the open. Like they're
they're not hiding
it.
it.
Yeah.
No.
Well, God said I can have all the money I want.
I did see where they're talking about oh fuck, what was it? I lost my train of thought there because I'm
All right.
thinking about something else too.
Get all riled up.
I know, man.
Fucking Bobby Kennedy.
These motherfuckers are crazy, dude.
I know.
They're crazy. Oh, I saw where they passed something about the the poly markets and the Kalshi or whatever it is to ban it from senators and Congress people gambling on it.
Yeah.
Like, well, I don't think they're the ones gambling on it. I think Donald Trump Jr. is the one doing some of this, and Eric and
That cokehead.
yeah, like
that motherfucker's a cokehead.
it's all these people that are related to them.
Yeah, that's all it
Technically,
is.
I was listening to a report about this. Like those things are actually illegal in America. I think you have to have like a VPN to use Polymarket and Kalshi in some of those places. So
I'm pretty like, I don't know. I think it's illegal in some parts, but I know
it's not necessarily illegal, but
because I'm going to say I got the apps and I can go on and make bets, but I mean they're not really profitable.
well, there's things you can't like. You can you can bet on anything. Like you can bet who's going to get bombed next, who's going to this next.
Yeah, you really can.
And I think those aren't allowed in America, or so you have to have like a VPN to do some of that stuff. So it's, and again, we share an article like once a week, like, oh yeah, 20 minutes before the Trump administration announced their next blah 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 project, somebody bought a $1,000 or $1 million worth of this stock or whatever. Like, oh, okay, good timing.
Yeah.
Rob can get on that. He can get rid of a job or two.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it really is like they milked the fucking stock market for all they could, and they found this new beautiful thing, and they were like, well, we can just put somebody in office, get all the intel on this shit, and gamble on it, and make even more money than the stock market.
Yep.
So it's just, there's a lot of fucking shit going on right now, and it's so fucking crazy. And they know they're fucking doing this. That's why they're releasing the UFO files.
Mm-hmm.
That, keep everybody's mind. I haven't heard shit about the Epstein files on news stations.
No.
Haven't heard a fucking peep from the news stations.
Not at all.
And like, this shouldn't be let go until somebody goes to jail.
That's crazy.
I mean, we've got rapists literally walking free. And I mean, they're the worst rapists on the planet.
Yeah.
Like,
they're monsters. They're a fucking walking
did you
monsters.
guys see the 60 Minutes special that 60 Minutes Australia did?
No, I've heard about it, and I want to watch
I don't think they have Barry Weiss over them, so they're allowed to do whatever the fuck they want out there.
Right.
But they did an episode 2 weeks ago on Zorro Ranch.
Yeah,
and they had one of the victims like talking about it. She was like, oh yeah, dudes got raped there, girls got raped there, and she was like, they fucking killed a couple of them and they buried them somewhere on the property.
I believe it.
So yeah, I do too. Like get whatever technology you have to. I think New Mexico is doing that, but it's funny. Like they sold that property to some other billionaire.
Of course he did.
And they were getting ready to bulldoze it and do whatever, and the state stepped in. They were like, no, we're going to investigate this shit. But it's all creepy, dude. Like, I sent you guys that meme of fucking that mask in the one room.
Yeah.
Which the girl talks about it. I forget what she said, but she said there was a room like that at Zorro Ranch, like a surgery room where they would essentially knock people out so they could do whatever the fuck they wanted to them. And it's fucking terrible, dude. Like, I think that shit is so bad they don't want the general public to find out about it. Yeah. Like hostile type shit going on. Like, I wouldn't say hostile. They're not torturing people like that, but
that sounds like it.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Yeah.
Just a lot more sex and less killing.
There's so many fucking people on that thing, it'll crumble. That our entire government, everything. They're like, well, no. Well, let it fucking burn. They
all do. And, you know, I just find it so funny that Elon Musk is such a fucking loser. Like, he couldn't buy his way into these lavish parties and
I saw he was
get on the fuck club, you know, the fuck miners club.
Oh, he was getting questioned, and he's just like all like awkward. He's like, "Oh, I really mean to say that shit." I'm like, dude, what the fuck? You own Twitter. What the fuck you talking about?
He is such a fucking.
He's such a bitch, dude. Like he is not intelligent whatsoever. You cannot tell me he's intelligent. He has not created a fucking thing.
Well, I think he's definitely intelligent, but I don't think he's as smart as everybody.
Right. They act like he's a fucking genius. Like
he knows what he's doing. Like he gets away with shit, but he's not like, I don't think he has common sense.
Oh no.
But it's just crazy.
He's a fucking drug head is what he is.
All right, so we're going to talk about the UFO files that just got released today.
Beam me up, Scotty. Get me the fuck out of here.
All right, let me see here. I'm trying to find. Here's an ABC News, CBS News. This was 2 hours ago. All right. Let's put this up on the screen. Oh, we don't want to see her. Get off the screen. Is there a way to okay. Oh, this is a video. I don't want to do the video. Why not? Because it's not us. So today they dropped, it came out late last night. Jeremy Corbell had a tweet, and he's like, I've just been personally informed by the White House that they're going to drop a batch of UFO files tomorrow. And there's some interesting stuff in this. Like, there's some Apollo stuff. There's a picture from Apollo 17 where they're literally staring at objects right off the moon.
Get the fuck out of here.
There's some audio from, I want to say Apollo 13 or one of those. But not 13, 11. But and then there was a Gemini audio, I want to say. So, but let's see here. Here's a New York Times. Well, let me read it. Okay, there we go. Pentagon releases files on UFOs. The initial files are murky images that show what could be anything. The government said more would be released on a rolling basis. So the Pentagon released what it called new, never before seen files on UFOs. That's not true. I've seen a screenshot on one of them. On Friday, hailing the step as an example of the commitment of the department, which kicked out reporters earlier this year to transparency. That's a subtle jab at them. No other president or administration in history has followed through on this level of UAP transparency, the Pentagon said in a news release, referring to what the Defense Department calls unidentified anomalous phenomena, but what most people call UFOs or unidentified flying objects. They'll always be UFOs to me. Yeah. But they call them UAPs because some of these are, they go from water to air. So they kind of make it to where it's all fits on one umbrella. The collection is being housed, the release said, at war.gov/UFO. There's no .com there. Well, it'll be .gov. So .gov/UFO. Files will be released on a rolling basis. I heard weekly. So I'm guessing every Friday until they release whatever they want. It's a lot to keep the news busy.
Yep.
The collection is being housed. Oh, hold on. I read that part. The initial files are murky, still images that show what could be anything. In one, a cluster of dots appear on the screen. In another, there are some strangely shaped objects. President Trump on social media framed the releases as fulfilling a promise to the public. I got to say, he did promise and come through with it. Whereas previous administrations have failed to be transparent on this subject, with these new documents and videos, the people can decide for themselves what the hell is going on. Did he really say that?
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, I would put it past him.
In 2017, the New York Times reported that the Pentagon had a secret and classified program which began in 2007 that investigated reports of unidentified flying objects. Since then, there has been a push from lawmakers for the government to declassify its work on UFOs. I think it should be whatever they have, they should just tell.
Yeah.
So, and I had listened to somebody talk about this, and they were like, well, you see, they can't release the videos because it has certain information on the cameras that they're using, and that's classified. And I'm like, you just literally redacted the entire Epstein files. You can redact whatever information's on there, and that's exactly what they did.
Yep.
Former Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, Republican of Georgia, took to social media to deride the release, calling it "look at the shiny object" propaganda while the administration waged foreign wars. That's exactly what it is.
Yep.
It's them playing shit off and getting other things out of the media stream. Unless they roll out live aliens and test demo UFOs or actually admit what we know, this really is then I have way better things to do on this Friday, she wrote. Well, fuck you too, Marjorie. Bitch.
She's a stupid bitch anyways.
She really is. It's funny how much her tune has changed after they fucked her over.
Oh, yeah.
Pushed her out of Congress.
Yep. Donald Trump's he's a menace. Shut up.
So I found the little thing here from MSNBC on TikTok here. It's up on the screen. Do we have sound? Yeah, here we go. Unmute. This is the one that everybody's talking about. And this one, I don't know because it looks like there's a parachute and there's a contrail. So I didn't think these things had trails. Like they're supposed to just kind of go, and not leave any kind of signature. Mm-hmm. But it is still like really weird looking though, right?
That's God.
I don't know about that. Like one of these makes like it's going 80 miles per hour and it makes several 90-degree angle turns. Like that's unheard of. Like, I mean, it's like super quick too. It's just kind of floating around like a fly. Yeah, look at that shit. That's the jellyfish.
Yeah.
You can tell that one right away.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah, crazy stuff though, right? And it just wasn't like I said earlier, it just wasn't obviously like drone footage and stuff like that. Like they released pictures from that NASA had that, right. After NASA said, well, we have no evidence of any of this stuff.
Bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, they've said they haven't had this shit for years. And all of a sudden there's all this evidence of this stuff that they've been investigating. So It's like, you're kind of caught in a lie here, obviously. But I mean, everybody knew they had some of this stuff. But still, I mean, that just goes to show you they've been lying about this stuff for years now.
Right.
But I am just over the moon fascinated. I mean, it's not that big for me because I've seen shit like this before.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just like I know there's crazier stuff, but I guess the people that have been briefed on this, like Tim Burchett and a couple other what's her face, Anna Paulina Luna.
Okay.
She's so hot, dude. If I lived in her state, I'd vote for her just to keep seeing her on TV.
Right.
But I guess they say there's some crazy shit coming. So I feel like it is a distraction away from the crimes being committed,
the atrocities
by this office, this administration. But like for somebody like me that's always been interested in this stuff, it is kind of cool. I'm like,
absolutely.
I never thought I'd see the day where the government would admit to this stuff and say they've observed it. But I think they know something's there and they just don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's any other country. So whether it's I don't know. Like it just I come to it and I think about it and I'm like, I don't know if it like obviously they're alien to us, whatever this is. But, you know, you got the pastors coming out this week saying they had a meeting. They said they had a meeting with the government.
Right.
And it turns out it wasn't the government. It was just some couple people from some, you know, organization.
Scientology.
So they got these pastors and, you know, they flew them all out to some state or whatever. And they're like, you need to prepare your flock for what's coming. I don't know if they said flock. I just thought it'd be cool to say that.
They probably did.
You know,
And it's just so annoying.
I mean, that's the appropriate term for
Get your money while you can.
Yeah.
what would they call them? Your congregates or whatever.
My fucking
depending on
minions.
parishioners and everything else.
Yeah, I mean, every church says it differently. I feel like the pastors that really think there's something, they say flock because they feel like they're a leader, you know. But they're talking about it and they're telling us to prepare for UAP disclosure, and I'm just like, these motherfuckers, they can't let us have anything.
Nope.
They can't let us have anything. You know what they're gonna fucking do the minute the craziest fucking thing comes out? They're gonna be like, see, this is demons. It was prophesized in the Old Testament, and you know, you can't interact with these things or you're going to bring the world down and go to hell. Well, isn't that what you want?
Yeah.
But yeah, they think that these things are demons and they're ready to steal the show, dude. They're ready to steal the show. They're not going to let anybody take this. It's theirs for the taking.
You got to read the good book.
What do you think, PBS? You're the skeptic here. I want to hear give it to me straight. I want to hear your perspective on this.
Call me when they released the missing 13 seconds from Epstein's suicide.
Yeah. Did you see they found a letter that they released, by the way, on that?
I missed that one.
And it was a suicide note, but it kind of didn't sound like one. It was like, where's the fun in that, you know?
You know, I mean, read a little bit of history. Rich people always do something to stay out of trouble. Again, I'm skeptical of the things. I'm not going to sit here and say aliens aren't real or anything like that because it's a big universe, but I don't know.
I think that there's something we don't understand, whether that's, you know, quantum.
I'd be much more likely to believe it's like interdimensional beings or something.
Yeah, I think that's kind of where I'm at because we know quantum physics exists.
Right.
The math is there, but we just don't completely understand it. And you think like the Earth is not 6,000 years old, Rob.
I crush Rob's water bottle and be like, time is a flat circle.
Yeah. Like, I don't. It's really, you know, like I would love for them to be aliens. That'd be cool as fuck, you know? Like if there was really some Star Trek Federation thing going on and they were just observing us because we haven't hit that point in our species where we know how to do things. But like, I don't think it's anything malevolent because if it was, they would have done something already.
Yeah.
But it is interesting that these things pop up over nuclear facilities. Like any type of nuclear leak, like Fukushima, they had sightings there. And
I feel like that's something like technology that they're interested in with nuclear, probably.
Yeah. And I remember having a conversation with Muzz, and we were talking about this and how there's sightings over nuclear facilities. And really the UFO culture took off when we started testing nuclear bombs before World War II. Well, during World War II, whatever you want to call it. And what if it's something interdimensional and every time we set a nuke off or something, it ripples through the dimensions and harms something? And
Yeah.
I mean, you know, that's just my imagination coming to life here. And
Get the South Park, what do they call them? The goobacks?
Yeah.
Stan, don't call them that.
They come back to get jobs. Is that right?
An antwich?
were those the annoying ones that look like platypuses?
They were like the bald ones.
I can't remember. They were so annoying. They like shipped them to Australia or something like that.
Those were the jack officeoids.
Oh yeah. Oh man, South Park's so great, dude.
Yeah, it is.
But I don't know. I mean, I don't think they know for 100% what this. I think they've observed it and they know something's observing us, but they don't know what the fuck it is. And you know, I listened to How Put Off and these guys that have worked on these programs, and they let some things out, but then they're like, I can't say anything, my NDA.
They're,
Of course, yeah.
They're as bad as Donald Trump. They're all like, give me 2 weeks.
Yeah, they really are.
2 weeks and I'll give you some info.
And then now they're like, well, I'll say everything I know if Donald Trump signs an order that waives my NDA. And it's like,
You don't know what that is.
you know that's not going to happen, dude. But
Again, I've said it before, like, if I knew aliens existed, I don't care about any NDA. Like, what do you just like?
Yeah.
I'm the guy that said aliens were real and offered proof. I'm gonna get a book deal for $1 million.
But then,
like, what are you?
so one of Hal Puthoff's things is like these are either ultra-terrestrials or somebody from the future coming back to observe how something happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then it recently came out, there was some text messages leaked from the one chick that died, the one scientist in Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
That was all crazy or whatever.
The one of many.
Yeah, like, well, I mean, she did that
Well,
podcast
you're right, yeah.
before she died. Literally, like, before she committed suicide, she did this huge podcast.
Suicide?
It wasn't huge, but it is huge now.
Yeah.
And she talks about, I forget what she called them, like P47s and P52s or 57s. And one of them is from, like, they're both from the future, but one's like a civilization that went underground because something cataclysmic happens. And one is the species that survives on the surface, and they're kind of coming back trying to stop whatever happened. And it makes you wonder, because there's all this like talk about, obviously you hear all the cataclysm stuff that we're way overdue for, like the poles shifting and all that. I don't know if that's gonna happen, and if it does, it'll happen. I mean, you'll know about it, but you won't have time to do anything. It won't matter. But it just makes you want, there's all this crazy shit floating around. And like back in the day, you heard about this stuff, but it wasn't as dominant. Like you didn't hear about it as much as we're hearing about it. And I don't know if that's just like people have the ability to go on the internet and say whatever they want.
The internet.
But yeah, or it's just a tipping point now where these people are tired of being harassed when they know too much. Like Tim Dillon was saying on his show, he was like, if you're a scientist and they're taking you to underground facilities, you're not going to live very long. He's like,
That's true.
Eventually you're going to learn too much, and they're going to be afraid you're going to talk, even if you don't have the desire to talk or you have no plans to. They're going to fucking kill you eventually. And I started thinking about that, and I was like, yeah, that is a point. I would do the same thing once I had no use for that person anymore. What if you don't want them to talk? You're going to fucking get rid of them somehow.
Pretty much.
But just unbelievably crazy stuff. I was going to try to find the NASA photos here real quick. But then it's funny, like, before the pastor shit came out, J.D. Vance did that interview, and he was saying that he thought they were demons.
Oh, they've been talking about that forever.
Shut the fuck up, JD.
It's like, like, I don't hear other... It's just those Christian nationalists
That's
doing
all it
it.
is.
You know what I mean?
That's all it
Like
is.
they're trying to hijack this shit so they can keep their power going and keep the momentum going on what they're doing. But Lord help us all, dude.
Well,
like,
that's
It's gonna be like Begonia.
that's the
what
thing
if
with the Christian nationalists. Like it's all Lord of the Rings to them.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
all fanfic.
And
fantasy.
they know everything. Nobody else is right about anything.
Yeah.
Like they can't be wrong about anything because this book tells them all the answers.
Yeah.
and they're reading it properly. That's
Like-
the thing. You're not reading correctly.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. The Bible is it's a thing that can be interpreted so many different ways.
You have to turn the pages upside down and hold them out in the sunlight.
Right. You have to read this passage at exactly this time.
Yep.
Like Indiana Jones in the Well of Souls, you have to let the sunlight pass through the page onto the map room. And
But what do you think these people would do if the aliens, like, say there's really aliens, they come back? This is a theory that some people have, that they're going to come back eventually, and they're like, the Bible's all bullshit. Like, we just made that so you guys wouldn't fuck each other up.
But it's made it worse.
Like, what do you think those people will do if they find out, like, the everything they've devoted their lives to since they were like 4 or 5 years old,
It's a joke.
or they've had a moment of epiphany and they're a born again Christian, and then you've got this spaceship that floats through. Say this giant pyramid comes and it just hovers above Washington, and some guy beams down. It's like Stargate. He's in the full Egyptian getup, and somehow we can hear him. They're translating to us, and he's like, "You all are fucking stupid, and that book isn't real." And we've tricked you all for this many years, so you would be here for slave labor when we got back. Like, man, that'd be some shit, wouldn't
Get
it?
me the fuck out of here. I'll be a slave.
I'd be clapping like on the couch. I'm like, told you so, bitch.
Yep.
Okay, so let's see here. See if we can find this. I think we got something going here. All right. So there's a couple of these. How do I blow this up on the... That just takes you to the... Project. Yeah, there's this one. This is the one that a lot of people were talking about. Where did it go? That's the same one. This one right here. There was obviously it's like a triangle, and that's been spotted on Earth too. You know, like people see this shit too. But I think this one's from Apollo 17. Obviously the last time we landed on the moon. But just oh, sorry guys, you can't see that. Now you can. But just creepy stuff, man. And I wonder how much astronauts are allowed to discuss what they see up there and what they're not allowed to discuss.
If you talk, you're dead.
Right.
That's what it is.
But well, you know, they sign stuff saying they can't.
Right.
So who knows? Who knows what it is? I don't think it's a nothing burger anymore, though. I think some of that is probably bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, thrown in there just to kind of get people hyped up. But how much of it is real? How much of it is bullshit? I don't know.
What Epstein files?
But this was the talk today. Like, as soon as I got up, people were already on it, sharing shit.
Of course.
Analyzing every single thing. Yeah, the debunkers, like, this was actually debunked years ago. Well, they just released it today. How'd you debunk it years ago?
Debunk your fucking face.
Yeah, right. But here's one. This is one that people are making fun of today. Here you go. This came from FBI files from a witness that said they saw this metallic thing. Crazy stuff, right?
It's like Rob popping a pill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is actually one of the things Rob chews on relentlessly that annoys me.
Yep. Every time we talk about UFOs, we should have the Unsolved Mysteries music playing.
We should.
It's
Something.
like,
some kind of creepy.
So
we should have Jim and I make us some kind of Unsolved Mysteries music to go
Yeah.
under. I don't know, dude. Like, I feel like I'm a scholar at this shit. You see, I wore my UFO hat today.
I like it.
This is from the New Hampshire, like, Catfish or something. They're a minor league baseball team.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if you can see it. But it's got a UFO, obviously. And then this is like some kind of, like...
I've been looking at it. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
It looks like a potato.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's kind of like some mountain thing that they have in New Hampshire that's like a... Yeah, like... I don't know what it is. But
It's something.
it's some kind of ridge or whatever that they have. And it's... keen to whatever the area is, and obviously Betty and Barney Hill,
Okay.
from New Hampshire, so they're paying homage to that. And
Okay.
so I saw it and I was like, I gotta fucking have that hat.
It's like, it's mine now.
Yeah, like that's my personality all the way. But yeah, I mean, definitely some crazy news this week. So great shit. Okay, let's get rolling here and carry the show on, because we're boring PBS over there. That's intelligent people do that. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, they're just
They do that like,
They're so annoyed.
like you talk to them and you hear them, they're like processing. You're like, okay. All right.
3 jobs, no days off. Eyes are burning, bodies aching. Another paycheck I'll be taking. Grind the gears until they're broken. Every single filthy token. I am Robzilla. Feel the power. My kingdom is this couch potato tower. Watching garbage, low def glory. This is my legendary story. Robzilla. Yeah, Robzilla.
You got something good for us this week?
Yes, I have a banger this week.
You got a banger this
I'll
week?
believe it when I see it.
I know, dude.
banger.
Some of these movies I've tried to watch and I turn them off like 10 minutes in. I'm like, I just can't do it, dude. I can't watch shit unless I'm interested in it.
Oh, of course.
I see you gave it a good rating. Oh, it's another Asian flick.
Of course it is. What the fuck? Come on now.
Do you watch anything that isn't made out of Asia, like
Yeah.
that we don't make you watch?
Yeah.
All right, so your Tubi pick this week is Ghost Killer from 2024.
Yep.
All right, do you want me to read it or you want to read it?
You go ahead, buddy.
All right, because, I mean, you are a little low on the energy.
Yeah,
though. You just
yeah,
worked
Yeah, I'm tired.
18 hours. You're tired.
Yeah.
All right. Look at that. Look at that. That's a nice little poster we got here.
Yeah.
I like how the font goes down like that in between them. After being possessed by the ghost of a vengeful hitman, Kudo, college student Fumika Matsuko agrees to help him finish his quest for revenge from beyond the grave.
Hey.
So what kind of movie is this, dude?
So basically,
is it horror? Is it action?
Oh, it's
a little bit of both.
It's action and.
Is there martial arts in it?
Oh, of course.
Of course there is.
Of course there is.
This is right up your alley.
Exactly. So basically, like it says in the title, so this opening scene, whatever. So it's the hitman Kudo. So he's fighting off his attackers. He gets killed, and then something happens where the girl she finds something and holds on to it, and he appears before her. So
she find a dildo?
Yes, that's what it was.
Okay.
So no. It's
like a big pink dildo?
Yes.
Okay.
Gigantic. So it's actually a bullet casing that killed him.
That's a dildo.
Yes, exactly. That's what it is. So what happens is basically his blood contacts the bullet casing, and somehow it gets moved around. So basically, that's how it's kind of like possessed, basically. So she finds it and holds it, and he appears to her. So he is attached to her because she has rage into her. So the only way he can be exorcised is to find the guy who killed him and kill that guy.
Okay.
So what the cool thing is that so of course
how many times are we gonna say so?
So this
he hasn't even got to the first opening scene.
I
yet.
know,
Yeah,
right? I watched that clip I made. Like I just laughed all week. Whenever I was down, I watched that. I love Buzz when he was like, guys, he didn't get to the second opening act yet.
Right. So what he does is that he appears before us, so they talk and everything. So whenever they touch hands, he can take control of her body. But she's conscious, and they're talking back and forth.
Does he like rip her shirt off or anything to see what she's packing? Or
No.
So it's not like that type of movie.
No.
Okay.
It's not that wild rapey shit that PBS watches.
Yeah, dude. This motherfucker literally was over here a couple weeks ago talking about, there's a lot of rape in this movie.
Yeah, it's a little rapey. No, it's not as bad, a little rapey.
What are you looking at over there?
I'm gonna send you this clip. I've been meaning to send you guys all week, but this is the kind of movies Rob needs to be finding on Tubi. Let me get it.
He really doesn't get the spirit of this Tubi
I'll send
thing.
it in the group chat here. Take me just a second to find it.
Buddy, there's some shit on
Well, go ahead, Rob. Finish this. Time is of the essence here.
So basically, whenever they touch, he can take over her body. But she's aware unconscious, and they're talking back and forth. So it's like split personality. So it's really cool, actually.
Does he go fuck bitches in her body?
No.
Oh, damn.
So, and of course, there's this whole, could they figure out who killed him?
Okay, so it's a whodunit.
Yep, whodunit. And then try to get redemption, and then
It's like the Asian version of Ghost, kind of.
yeah, Asian version with Ghost with John Wick, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of gun work in this.
Near the end, there's a lot of
Like this has all the recipes of a Robzilla movie.
Yeah. It
Okay. Is that you? Yes, it is.
I just downloaded this clip from a TikTok video.
All right. Let me open this up here, and I'll switch this over. Tubi has top-notch horror. Oh, hold on. We need some sound here. Where's it? There's the sound button. There we go.
What's the name of it?
Maybe in the microwave.
Here, we'll start this one.
Maybe there's something in the microwave. Maybe in the microwave. Maybe there's something.
Wow.
This is what I want Robzilla to find.
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
these,
Okay.
preferably maybe a little better, but just,
Something with great moments in it.
Find me a hidden gem, Rob. That's what I'm looking for. That's the spirit of Tubi.
Okay.
We don't need you fucking spreading your fucking Hantavirus taste in movies.
Why not?
I don't know. I'm just fucking with you.
You won't die.
And some of them are funny to talk about. I will say that.
Yeah.
So, like, what was the one with the raccoon on the train or whatever? I might even be wrong. Like it was it had a Santa hat on. It had a machine gun.
Yeah, I forget the one.
His best pick was still Graveyard Shark.
Yeah,
because the Graveyard Shark actually looked good.
It did actually.
The movie didn't look good, but the Graveyard Shark looked good.
You know, summer's coming up, so the shark movies are gonna be out.
Oh, I got like 15 already saved.
Really? Do you?
Yeah.
Have you watched them?
Not yet.
I don't know how you have time to watch them.
I wake up at
How
4,
are you
4
not
or
like
5.
watching like 500 movies a year like Jacob?
Just can't do it.
You need to get Rob like a harness, like see like the harness those harmonica players wear.
Yeah.
But like you could just put a phone like right in front of it.
Well, they make those little like neck things that you can put on and clip your phone on it, so you can just lay in bed and watch it. You can just walk around and work with it on.
I do have one shark movie. It's called Sharks in the Hood.
Sharks in the Hood.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It looks horrible. It looks.
It
good.
sounds horrible.
It does.
Anything that has hoods in it, you know it's going to be bad.
Oh yeah.
Except for Tales from the Crypt. Yeah, what was the one they
Tales
had?
from the Hood.
Yeah, Tales from the Hood.
That was a great movie.
By the way, that movie got a 3.5 from you.
Yep.
So
It's good.
it's not close
Is
to
it?
that.
We don't know. We don't know if 3.5 is good or 3.5 is bad.
Yeah,
Hot
it's
Sauce still does not understand that.
what is the Robzilla ranking? You know,
He's
like
like-
when he gives something a 4, it's really a 2.
We need to come up with like a system that Rob has to follow.
converting.
Like, you know.
When Hot Sauce talks about it, it's like the math, like shooting through his brain, just like the mathematicians and quotations and everything.
Now, see, we should invite this guy to be on the show. He follows me, I guess, and I follow him. Drew, 3.5 stars. I really like the originality of this story. A hitman is double-crossed. Then his ghost can possess a young girl and turn her into a killing machine. You just couldn't get the words out, could you?
I can't. That guy's better than me.
They then work together to avenge his murder. It's a really cool idea that is used in interesting ways. The story helped me overlook some pacing issues and so-so performances to still have a very good time watching this. The tone of this film is all over the place. 1 second, this is a hardcore action movie. Then the next second, a goofy comedy, and everything in between. For the most part, this works, but both elements ended up feeling a little undercooked to me. I was a bit distracted while watching this, so I will check this out again at some point, and I'm interested to see if the score goes up. That's all you got to do, Rob.
I know. He's better.
Well, so so
So
there will never be a recording session where we don't just
that's true.
get on your shit, dude.
Oh, that's facts.
But I'm encouraging you guys. Like, I feel like you guys don't give me any shit. You're like scared. or
I'm not
something.
scared.
Well, you just don't take the time to do it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy. You know, I want everybody to like we do normally. You know,
Yeah.
like he comes in, he's like, "You fat fuck," and I'm like, "You fat fuck." But all right, well, so we're gonna talk about Resident Evil. So they released a trailer. What was it, last week? And then this week they released what was a teaser trailer.
Yeah.
Then this week they released the first full trailer. So, did you ever play Resident Evil games?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know the lore and
At least for the first couple. I liked it when it was still like a third person. When it, like 1 or 2 are the ones I played. Really. After that, it kind of like, it's okay, but not. I like.
Did you ever play 4?
No.
Oh, dude, 4's like the best one.
I'm waiting. I keep thinking they're going to make a remake of that one. I think I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, they did.
Did they?
Yeah, I've got it.
Yeah.
But might be on Xbox Pass too.
I think I'll have to check the scores. Resident Evil 4, I think, was the highest rated, and I think Requiem is actually like up there now.
Yeah,
too.
Requiem is very popular now. I'm not a fan of the first person for some reason. I like the third person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just that it's what I want to play there.
I haven't played one of those in a long time, but I prefer the third instead of first person.
I played what was it? 7?
Yeah.
Was the first person shooter one.
Yeah.
And I played a little bit of it and I just never got back into it because it just didn't feel Resident Evil to me. And that and timing and that's when we had the flood and all that down here and it was just never got back into it. I want to someday whenever I have time, but But yeah, the fan base has just been all over the place, dude. Like
Fucking ruthless.
They really are, and I've seen people complaining about like it's not because here's the thing: Zach Cregger has said that this is in the same universe as the games, but it's not directly connected,
Right?
So to speak. And he was talking. He was like, well, don't they end the game with a, they blow Raccoon City up with a nuclear bomb. And it seems like he overlooked that a little bit because he said this one doesn't have that event.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking maybe like side dimension or something. It'll be its own thing eventually.
Yeah.
But it's like, they don't even really tell you a whole lot from that trailer.
Which is fine.
I'm very pleased with that. I don't need to know too much. Like, I feel like most movies tell you the whole movie in the trailer nowadays.
Oh, absolutely.
But I gotta say, this movie looks fucking great.
It looks more like a Resident Evil movie than the other Resident Evil movies that's came out.
Well, the Mia ones or whatever. What is her name?
Mia Djokovic.
Yeah, Mia Djokovic. Those were so shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
The one that was probably like the most like Resident Evil was probably like the third one.
Yeah.
And that one felt like it was like 2 and 3 together or whatever.
The second one felt more like a Resident Evil
maybe
movie.
I'm thinking of that one too.
Yeah, because that's
whatever one
Nemesis,
they introduced Jill in.
Part
Nemesis,
two.
yeah.
Part 2.
Where she's in the fucking police station just shooting people. Like, that was good.
Yeah.
But they just get fucking off the wall crazy, and I don't know. Like, even the first one wasn't terrible, but it wasn't like...
Right. Yeah, you're like, this is Resident Evil?
Yeah, I mean, it had the mansion or whatever, but it was just weird.
Well, it's in the facility underneath the mansion.
Yeah.
And then the only thing that's connected is they get the
I actually, I just rewatched the one they did during the pandemic. It's not bad. Like, it's pretty much the first game and the second game.
Right. But they made Leon such a piece of shit bitch in that movie, though.
They did. And I mean, here's the thing. In real life, Leon wouldn't be the stud that he is.
Right, but he wouldn't be that.
He wouldn't be that goofy, though.
Right.
Like, that dude couldn't hold a gun or anything.
Yeah.
He's just like, what the fuck is going on here?
Right.
But I got to say, dude, like, Zack Snyder, or not Zack Snyder, Zach Cregger, he's starting to look like a genius, dude. Like, he's just banger after banger now, and this looks fucking great, like I said earlier. And I just don't get what these people want. Like, they really want them to take that first, second, and third game and do scene for scene for scene of what is written in the games. And, like, you're just not going to get that.
No.
And maybe with George Romero's script, which was close, but, you know.
Still a little bit different.
I really wanted to see that because that would have been great. He was so great at the survivor genre.
Yeah.
But I just don't get what these people want. Like, they're fucking freaking out over this shit, and it's like, give it a chance here. They haven't even shown you that much.
Yeah, I came across with one guy. He's like, because he said, he's like, I don't care. He's like, I just want it to feel like a Resident Evil movie. He's like, you don't need to have Leon and everybody else. He's like, I want to feel, and he's like, and this feels like a Resident Evil movie.
Yeah,
and the test screenings have came back very positive.
Yeah, they're saying that this is almost like a Mad Max and a Resident Evil kind of thing. Like, it's start to go. I mean, start to finish.
Yeah. Well, they even said it could be almost like a DLC for like one
first
of the
opening scene to last opening scene.
Yeah. I mean, it just goes. But I mean, like, this scene right here, like, that was insane, dude. Like, and people are bitching about this scene in particular. Like, there's no fucking snow in Raccoon City. What is going on? Like, how do we know this is real and it isn't some kind of like dream thing or something? Like, you just don't know anything. These people are just talking shit to talk shit right now.
No, they're crying to be crying.
But it's like, just get the fuck over it. It's not gonna be, a page from page remake of it.
It's
like,
the
it's
kind
just
of stuff that makes you want to call people nerds.
Yeah.
Like
not even
like,
nerds.
quit being a nerd.
Like, quit being a dork is what it should be said. Like,
well, they even have. Well, even Zach Cregger says like there's an upgrade system. Like, you can see him, he has a shotgun, and you see him, he gets a pump one.
Like, when I see this, obviously it's playing right now, but we'll have to take this off or we get a fucking whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
But like, he goes into this house and it just feels very Resident Evil-ish. Like, you have to search every drawer to find supplies, and he finds a shotgun. All right, I'm gonna take it off. This is too much. Yeah. But like, this right here feels like Resident Evil. Like, as a Resident Evil fan, I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, let's go. This looks good already. And these people, they just want to bitch about everything, dude. And you said it earlier, they're fucking worse than the Zack Snyder people.
They are.
And like, I loved the Zack Snyder movies. I'm part of that group or whatever, but when they decided to move on, like, it's over. It's not coming back. It's not coming. It may come back in the cartoon, but you're never getting a big budget movie from him again.
Right.
So, and then the monsters that they kind of tease in this too.
Yeah, it's almost like a big bloater. Like
Yeah. Well, he mentioned like there's a lot of influence from games sprinkled into this. You can see it, yeah. But like this guy right here, this big giant fat dude.
Right, yeah.
People are already making memes of that. Did you see the one where it was like it had him in a TV screen? It was like me watching TV when the light reflects and shows me watching TV. But yeah, I don't know what people want. Like
they want it all.
I meant to find see if there was like an article that had like a a collection of what people have said negatively so far about this, but like it's not even like this isn't, to me, this is more or less a teaser too.
Yeah.
Of a trailer. Like obviously there's going to be more that come out and show a little bit more as it gets closer.
They don't need to.
But yeah, I mean, I think that's enough to warrant it to come out, or to get you to go out and see it. But I'm stoked, dude. And like the synopsis for this is okay, so this follows a hapless courier tasked with delivering a package to a remote hospital. He soon finds himself caught in the middle of an outbreak and must fight through hordes of mutated creatures to survive. Hordes of mutated creatures.
Not just one.
That sounds phenomenal.
Yes.
Like I'm already in just reading it.
You're right.
But I find comfort knowing that somebody that has respect for the source material is in charge of making this.
Right. And
isn't just out to cut a extravagant movie and support him and his wife's lifestyle.
Fuck out of here.
And another movie to put his fucking wife in. But
he's worse. He's worse than Rob Zombie.
Yeah, really is, dude.
Yeah.
Like she's in I wouldn't say everything, but I think it looks good, dude. Like I don't know what people want,
Nerds.
Some people.
These toxic fandoms, dude.
I can't stand it.
Like, let's look at some of these pictures.
Where's Jill? Where's Leon? Hey, nobody fucking cares about it.
I don't want to see Jill and Leon.
No, I don't care.
Like, could Leon be represented pretty well on the big screen? No.
Mm-mm.
Like, he's just a weird character that only works in a video game, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Like, they'd have to change his style completely, and then people would bitch about that. So
all you gotta do is get Alan Ritson to be Chris Redfield.
Chris Redfield.
Yeah.
I thought they had a nice Chris Redfield with what's his face in the last movie.
Was it
it's
Robbie Amell?
Robbie Amell, yeah, the cousin of Stephen Amell.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought he was a good Chris, but it's just so hard to cast those video game characters,
Yeah.
Look at that. I mean, look at that screen. Look at all these like body parts here that have fallen on cars, and like that was crazy when he was running down that road and the bodies are just falling off.
Somebody was complaining about the cars. Like, there's one car in there that's not from the 90s, maybe. Like, what?
You fucking noticed it. Happy birthday, dude. Congratulations.
I get stuff like that, but at the same time, like, they look like 90s cars to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't fucking care. Like, again, it could be some kind of world like Arkham.
Yeah.
Where you just don't know what time period it is.
I guess he's the main character's from Weapons.
Yeah, he was the druggie.
That's right.
He's been in a few Zach Cregger movies, I believe. Or he's been in a few movies.
Yeah.
Say that. We'll look at his shit here in a minute. Look at that stud. He just knows what he's doing.
I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And I mean, look, the poster looks great too. So.
Yeah.
Like, somebody saw this font. Well, that isn't the same font they use for the video games.
It's like, just turn off your phone and go to sleep.
Go outside and get some vitamin D, bitch. Like, look at that. That right there, it just looks iconic. That looks like some George Romero kind of influence going on there. Okay, and we're back. Okay, so.
Quit crying. It looks good.
Yeah, it does. I don't get what people are so pissed about,
I even like in that first teaser trailer, I like the camera angles.
Yeah.
Because it reminds me of the camera angles from the fixed camera in the first couple games.
Yeah, good point, dude. I never thought of that. Let's see here. I want to go back to this and look at that guy's name real quick. Okay, so Austin Abrams is the main star. I didn't know Paul Walter Hauser is going to be in this.
He's fantastic.
Zach Cherry from what's the show on Apple with Adam Scott?
Severance.
Yeah, Severance. He's in it. It's the black dude with glasses and the big beard. I don't know anybody else that's. Yeah, they're not really revealing a whole lot of the cast, it seems like.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm good with that. The less I know, the better.
Right.
Yeah, so he's been in Weapons, Wolves, Penelope, The Line, The Starling Girl, Doe Revenge, Mosquito, Euphoria. I forgot he was in Euphoria. There was something else. He was in The Walking Dead, too. An episode of The Walking Dead. So he's been around for a while.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see new people get lead roles, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm really stoked for it, and I just don't get the negativity. Like, as a fan, like, I feel like we're finally going to get a good Resident Evil movie.
Damn internet people.
Yeah. People just, you know, like, it's back when I worked in the store and we started doing the customer trackers, and they were like, you got to get the score up. You got to get the score up. And it's like, you just don't understand where we're at here. Like, people have terrible lives, and they're going to bitch when you give them the opportunity to bitch. And I feel like this is it. Like, it's just an opportunity for them to bitch.
Yeah.
So, but I'm really excited. I don't know. What do you guys think? If you're listening, let us know if you are excited to see it or you're not excited to see it. You know, I'm going to see if this works. Clip that. If you say that, StreamYard will log that and clip it when I go to generate the clips.
Oh, nice.
So, but it'll probably clip like 30 seconds of that. I'm like, what the fuck? But, all right. So, we're going into What You Watching. Robzilla, what you watching?
So, I haven't watched many movies recently. I've been watching shows, but I did finally watch. It was on Tubi, Red Sonja, the remake. And it sucks. I'm not surprised.
Is that off of a spinoff of one of his movies?
No, it's just a reimagining of Red Sonja that had Bridget Nielsen and
okay.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
So it's I gave it like a 1, whatever.
WNBC.
So I finally caught up because
You don't have to say the same thing the thing's saying, Rob. It's okay.
I don't care.
You gotta say it though.
Gotta say it.
WNBC.
So I finally got caught up with Invincible.
Dude, I've been waiting for you to get caught up on Invincible.
I've been sending the memes and all that shit now.
Now that you I've been in these groups to because I haven't had anybody to talk to about Invincible. And then I found out Muzz finished it, so I've been sending him memes, and then you finished it, and now we're like sending each other memes. Those Viltrumites, they're deadly with that, dude.
Yeah, it's got that chop.
Yeah, they fucking like the Viltrumites when they kill another Viltrumite or anybody for that matter. They when people let their guard down, they just shove their fucking hand through you, and
like
it's fucking brutal, dude.
Yeah,
like some people they split in half, other people they're like, oh, I gotta go heal.
right.
But
so I finally caught up with that. Fantastic show.
it's so fucking good, dude.
I watched
the voice acting is amazing.
Well, you sent like the list of people, and you forget who's all in.
There's
that
tons
show.
of people in it.
Tons of people.
That's my thing. Like, why can't they get good people to do it? Like, Invincible's doing it. So,
I mean, you can. There's probably people just don't want to do it. I watched the season finale of Daredevil season 2.
I finished Daredevil this week too. It wasn't as good as the first season.
It wasn't.
Something was just off with this season.
Yeah,
like the tone and
I mean, it's still good, but
what's her face? I really enjoyed her. The girl that plays Karen Page.
Yeah.
I liked her. From the one vampire show, True Blood.
Okay, I forgot she's in that.
Yeah, but there's just something I enjoyed her in the Netflix series Daredevil, but she has just, I don't know. There's something off. There's something off with the show to me for some reason this season.
There was the first season had so many great moments, and this one didn't have it as much.
Did you feel like the courtroom scenes were a little cheesy?
Yeah.
I had a problem with that. And it's like you watch something like Lincoln Lawyer,
right?
And you're like, these motherfuckers are cooking in the courtroom. Right. And then they go to this, it's like it just feels like a rehearsal scene almost. Yeah. Like it doesn't feel authentic.
Especially when you watch, like you said, when you watch shows that are lawyer based.
And it wasn't like that on Netflix. Like when they had the trial of the Punisher, like that shit was off the hook.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it is that they're missing this year.
It's very Disney touched up.
Yeah, like it's like it can't be too like it's like okay, it's for adults, but we know kids might tune in, so don't make it too extravagant.
Well, not that spoiler. That whole like scene with Wilson Fisk is going through all these fucking guys, man.
Yeah.
Gee,
That was another thing. Like, come on.
right.
But yeah, it's still good, but it's like it almost seems like it's just a notch above CW, whereas it was so great on Netflix.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I wanted more Matthew Lillard. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, like I was a little disappointed in that. And Punisher, where's Punisher?
Well,
I mean, obviously we're getting that movie or whatever that takes place during the events of this season.
And I think that leads up to Spider-Man. That's the reason why.
Yeah, and I'm just like, it just wasn't the same without Punisher in it.
At least
like,
having a couple episodes of him.
I feel like Punisher should have been a part of those battles, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
those rioters and everything.
Yeah, like he should have been fucking those cops up that stole his symbol, and he may still. We don't know.
Hopefully.
But there's just something that they missed with here.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll feel different after the Punisher comes out, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, of course.
But
we'll
I'm just something was off with this season, and like I still like it, but it just wasn't as good.
I agree.
Yeah.
And then what else?
I will tell you, like the fighting scenes. They're a little stuck on these hallway scenes. With, like every time they get into a fight, it's in the hallway. And I get it. It's because it's Daredevil's thing, and
got to go back to the well.
Yep.
But there's a part, spoiler alert here, where they're in trial and he reveals himself as Daredevil, and everybody's like, "Oh bullshit, he's blind," and he fucking throws his cane and ricochets it off the wall and
like
catches it
3 different ways
without looking, and everybody's like, "Oh," and you're just like, Matt Murdock, you fucking stud.
Yep.
Like, there's good moments in it. And then
the one cop's like, he's like, a blind man who can fight.
But the acting is just very subpar with the other people that they rely on to carry the story this year. And like, what's Michael Gandolfini's son?
He plays Daniel.
Yeah, but I mean, he played the worst. Like, I want to like the dude because I loved his dad, but it was just like he felt like he didn't belong in the series. Like, there's just certain caliber actors, and then there's these other ones that just don't fit in. Yeah. So I don't know if it's a direction thing or a casting thing, but some way, like they can't keep the tone straight. You know what I mean? Like it goes all over the place.
And they had some more returning characters, which I'm happy to see.
Yeah, definitely.
Moving forward.
Oh, dude, when Jessica Jones showed up, I was like, it's about fucking time.
Yeah. Yep.
And then, spoiler alert again, we got Luke Cage back.
Yep.
I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yep. He walks in. I'm like, oh,
but we didn't get him back for a whole lot. So.
No, this 2 minutes.
Yeah.
He shows up. And then what else did I watch? Oh, I'm caught up with The Boys. And I just watched this recent episode. Fucking hilarious.
It's great shit, man.
We know it's you, Kevin.
Kevin, we know.
Jeremy.
We know it was you.
And the guy with the long ass ball sack.
Yeah. So to give you some reference, they make it's so many shades of Trumpism here going on.
Yeah.
Like this whole season, I read an article where they were like, Trump did something, I forget. And they had already written the season and filmed this thing, and they were like, he's fucking ripping us off now. but there's this part where they make Homelander into a god, and they're turning this mega church into the Church of Homelander or whatever. Yeah. There's this gold statue of him, and it's just so surreal, dude. You're just like, holy shit.
I think I saw a clip of that one because they were talking about Trump doing the AI Jesus thing.
Yes, that's what it was. Yeah.
Excuse me, AI doctor thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to give you some reference to the joke that Rob mentioned, they make the Deep. They're like, hey, you've got to go here and film this commercial because we're opening this pipeline up in this ocean. And he was like, what do I have to say? And they're like, the pipelines are good and, not to worry about anything. He goes, but pipelines aren't good and fish don't like them.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, how would you like to discuss that with Homelander? He's like, fish love pipelines. Yep. And he's like, he goes straight to it. And the next scene is this cheesy ass commercial of him just touting the fuck out of this pipeline. And then it cuts from that. Later on in the show, it shows they're like, where the fuck is the Deep at? And then it shows him on a beach, and he's like, I can't breathe, and he's covered in fucking oil
because he's got gills.
Yeah,
his rib cage.
And then what's the fish's name?
Jeremy. He's
like, Jeremy, are you okay? he's Jeremy.
He's covered in oil, and then he's pressing on me. He's coughing up the oil.
He's like, we know, Kevin. We know it was you.
He dies. Jeremy.
That show is so fucking good, and I'm sad you won't watch it. You and fucking Matt. I can't get people to watch it.
He's like, it's too over the top. Like, it is over the top. And then,
but it's great shit, dude. Like, how do you not laugh at that? You know?
And this is the last season. This was episode 6. There's 8 episodes, and I'm like, I don't know. They're gonna have to be fucking crazy long ass episodes to kind of wrap everything up.
I hope we just get the worst Homelander,
right?
Like ever.
Yeah.
I hope he just goes through and just mows people down, and has a Nolan moment off of Invincible.
Oh.
But that show's so fucking good, dude.
Think, Mark, think.
They had an episode where like part of the episode was through the eyes of the butcher's dog.
Mm-hmm.
So like what is he he's like a English bulldog or something.
Yeah.
But he's like humping this Homelander toy, and
he said, "You want that toy? You gotta fuck me first."
Yeah, it's just so weird. Like he's imagining Homelander bending over, and he's like, "Fuck me." It's just so weird.
And he has a Homelander toy too. He's like always chewing on.
Yeah, it's so good, dude. I fucking love that.
Well, in the comic book, he tells me he's like, "Terror, fuck it," and then he just starts humping everything.
Yeah. Okay, so carry on.
That was about it. That's all I've really kept up with. So.
All right. Come on. What you got?
I ain't got much. I haven't been watching too much lately.
Yeah.
Say so.
Still watching On the Pit. I'm into the 2nd season now.
I bet you're loving it.
I really, really like the first season. I don't know, something about the first episode or 2 of the 2nd season. I was like, I don't know, I wasn't feeling it as much. But now that I'm like 4 or 5 in, I'm kind of like, all right, I'm back in with it. Maybe I didn't like that they added 2 new residents and like the new nurse. I'm like, oh my God, there's too many characters now.
There really is, but it's cool though. It's cool. Do you like the new doctor? Have you met the new doctor yet?
Al Hashimi or whatever.
Yeah.
No.
Why don't you like her?
It's like being at work when a new manager comes in.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, we know that you're doing whatever you got to do to make things work. But what if we do it my way?
And we fuck everything up.
That's never worked before, but I just want to try it my way. You're like, oh, well, it's kind of been working this way. And, we don't necessarily like that it works this way, but sometimes that's the best way that it works. Well, what if we do some patient passports and some satisfaction studies? Like, yeah, okay, but...
yeah, okay.
But yeah, I'm sure she'll be okay by the end of the series or whatever. But that's the first thing that reminded me of like, fuck.
You're in store for some good shit, man.
Managers.
You can't blame them though because they're being told to do this stuff.
Yeah. It's not always their fault. Sometimes it is, but not
sometimes
always.
it is. Sometimes it's not.
Sometimes you can't explain to somebody in a work environment. Sometimes that like, I know this is how it's supposed to work, but we all know it doesn't work that way.
Right.
And I'm sure. Again, I've said it before when I started watching it. The one thing I learned about my time in nursing is that like all jobs are like this, and they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure you work from home on a computer, but I'm sure there's some days where somebody's emailing like, "This is an emergency. It's got to get done right now. It's life or death," and you're like, "It's really not. Calm down. It's okay."
And half the time it's right. And there's no issue, and they're freaking out for no reason. You're like, what the fuck, dude?
And that's all manufactured BS. Again, like I've told people this before at work. Like, look, we're not surgeons and we're not rocket scientists. It's okay if it doesn't get done today. It's okay if this or that. It's fine.
I've been training somebody, and she's a little standoffish about certain things, and I'm like, listen, don't be afraid to break anything. Whatever we break, I promise you we can fix it in a matter of 10 minutes. Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
And nobody's buying shirts every second of the day. Like, we've got time to fix issues.
As long as nobody dies, which is highly unlikely, we're fine.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, a couple movies I watched here. I've had this one on the watch list for a while. It's called Mind Hunters from 2004.
I've watched it.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's okay. I gave it 3 stars. It's basically Val Kilmer is like this head of the FBI profilers. And he takes all like a handful of his profilers and LL Cool J.
Christian Slater's in it?
Yeah, Christian Slater's in it.
Johnny Miller in it.
Yep, Johnny Miller's in it.
Mm-hmm. Hackers. Yeah.
That was an HBO movie for me.
Was it?
Yep, I remember watching that when it debuted on HBO, and I was like, I'm watching this all weekend.
And I it's been on my watch list because somebody I follow somewhere brought it up, and it's more of like an inside joke kind of thing. And like I say, it's not great, but it's got its moments. Directed by Rennie Harlan. Again, Val Kilmer takes his FBI profilers out to this island where they're supposed to be secluded so they can try to solve this murder that Val Kilmer has set up to help them be better profilers. And then, of course, it goes wrong and people really start dying.
Well, I know that movie got made, but then it was like shelved for like a couple of years.
Something like that.
Released,
And, there's like, these broken watches start showing up and traps are going to get set and all that. It's very, I call it 10 little FBI profilers because there's an Agatha Christie book where they go to an island and people start dying like that. So it's fine. It's not great, but I had a good time watching it. 3 stars.
Yeah, that's a very early 2000s vibe-ish movie, but it was good, man. It was a solid flick back then.
Yeah, I didn't hate anything about it. You just kind of watching like, oh, I wish the reveal of who the killer was a little better. It gets a little silly toward the end.
Yeah.
I wish it was slightly better directed, slightly better written, but it's okay. It was a good 2 hours, whatever. I finally got around to watching Primate.
What'd you think?
It was okay. I'll tell you, it lost me in the very first scene. Because the very first scene, spoiler alert, it's the very first scene. The guy goes in to give Ben his shots and Ben rips his face off. And I'm like, oh. And we find out that Ben has rabies. And you're like, oh, so we don't get a chance to like Ben is the primate, by the way.
Right.
We don't get a chance to like him at all. And then it flashes back 36 hours earlier. I'm like, ah, shit. Right. That's when I knew right away I wasn't going to be like totally in love with it.
Do you feel that in that universe they didn't understand how fucking strong a chimp is?
I feel like they weren't supposed to expect him to do that. Really.
Right, but still.
And like it, so that
it did have some Argento vibes, though.
I mean, it was colorful. I really liked the score. The score is maybe my favorite thing about it.
The score is really good in that movie.
It lost me a little bit, and I found myself scrolling on the phone. I'm like, no, put the phone away. Yeah. And I hated that. Like the part of the movie should have been like, oh, we have to kill Ben, who's part of the family, and we just lost my mom to cancer or whatever it was. And that was like a big miss for me.
Man, fuck Ben. I'm sorry. I could love Ben to death, but the minute that he smashed that girl's head in, I'd have been like, it's time for Ben to be put down or thrown over the cliff here.
That one girl should have died from blood loss when he took a chunk out of her thigh.
I mean, really, though, like, I would just stay in the pool the whole time until somebody came and got me or something.
Got Ben swinging on the lights or whatever. Mm-hmm. So again, not terrible. That really, like, right from the jump, it reminded me there's an episode of Rick and Morty where they're on the Purge planet, and Morty has to listen to the guy read his screenplay.
Yeah.
And that's the guy's first screenplay is like, we're watching a girl and something happens. Cut to 36 hours earlier. Like, ah, shit. So I just wish
the world's strongest liver, Morty.
I thought it was a decent movie, like
I thought it was a lot better than I thought it was.
Yeah,
let's put it that way.
Yeah. I had a good time watching it, and it had shades of different, horror movies, and you could tell there was some Argento vibes going.
I say, jaw ripping. It was, it was almost good. Like that's what upsets me. Again, we talked about it before. You try to judge a movie by what it's doing, not by what you wish it would do.
Right. And
I'm just like, man, I wish it had done this, and this instead, and it would have been such a better movie. And I don't know. And like I say, it lost me on that first scene. As soon as they do that flashback.
Okay, nerd.
Sorry, somebody should have been. I'll almost bet you. I meant to look it up. I'll almost bet you that wasn't the director's idea. I'll bet you somebody in the movie studio was like, hey, we need to rip somebody's face off in the first 5 minutes. Like that, like the Netflix execs or whatever.
Yeah.
Like we need a big action set piece so people aren't going to pay attention.
Yeah.
So I've been meaning to look that up, but I wouldn't be surprised.
It was a little like they didn't take enough time to invest in the family as far as like what they had went through. Like they should have started the movie with a funeral and then fast forward it.
Or just started them like getting off the airplane or whatever. On the airplane.
Well, I did appreciate how they progressed Ben becoming more and more rabid, more menacing. Like he's a cute little chimp, and all of a sudden he just looks more demonic. So I did appreciate like the progression of that too.
If only Ben had this on his soundboard.
I hate you guys. You guys are assholes. Especially Kenny. I hate him the most.
But there's a jump scare at the end where like one of the police officers hits Ben's like talking board and it says like Ben bad or whatever. I forget what it says.
Yeah.
But like it was supposed to be like a jump scare, but I don't remember him using it throughout the movie. He used it like early on.
He used it in the middle part when he was up on the fucking ledge or whatever.
Okay, so
when the teenage boys walked in.
Yeah.
Lucy
So I needed a little bit more gore out of that. Like he could have wasted the dad and I'd have been fine with that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad he did. I'm glad that the dad made it. But I was just like, man, there was just like, give me a little something more, just a little more, and I liked it more. Again, not a bad movie, not a Tubi movie as Rob might pick out, but it's fine.
Yeah, it was decent.
And then I've been meaning to get back on my box set movies. I got a Jackie Chan.
Oh shit, here we go.
I got a Jackie Chan box set. I got to get.
Yeah,
through.
buddy.
So I finally got around to watching. It's called Wheels on Meals. Not Meals on Wheels, Wheels on Meals.
One of the best Jackie Chan movies
From 1984, directed by Sammo Hung. And it's got Jackie Chan and Yuen Bao. Are they brothers? I think.
Yeah, I think they're brothers on that one.
One named David and Thomas. So I kept thinking Dave Thomas the whole time because they have a yellow van that's basically a food truck. And they go, that's how they make their money. They go out to these public places and they do the food truck. And there's this great scene of like Jackie Chan skateboarding around, getting everybody's orders and taking their food and everything. And Sammo Hung is like a private investigator who gets paid to go find this girl, and he's not really told why. And then just action movie comedy stuff happens. A lot of times in these movies, the comedy is really not that good, and it's very dated. But like this stuff it was actually pretty funny. I found myself laughing quite a bit through this, and it's a lot of slapstick humor.
Yeah,
like they're washing the car, and this cute woman walks by. And Yuen Bao's not paying attention, so he goes to like throw the bucket of water to finish washing the van, and he hits a cop with it. Kind of stuff like that. I'm like, it's funny to me. And the action's really good. There's a fight scene toward the end with Jackie Chan and Benny the Jet.
Did you hear that?
They really hit each other in that film.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because Benny didn't know how to pull punches because he's one of the best kickboxers. So he's like, well, fuck it. So they just. And
it's a great fight scene and just really well done. I really liked it. 4 stars on that one. It's
this was Rob when you said that.
Very much. Yep.
I've been meaning to watch this one. Like I say, the first movie in the box set I think was called Winners and Sinners, and it was more comedy than action, and the comedy wasn't all that great, so I kind of put it aside. But now I got some really good ones to go through. And the only other thing I watched was the Hulk Hogan documentary.
Yep, that too.
We'll get to that here in a minute. So are you done?
Yep.
So, I watched Shelby Oaks.
I gotta watch that.
It's just
I've heard mixed reviews.
I'm like I gave it a 2.5 for some love, just because it was something different or whatever. But it was nothing to write home.
I think a lot of people were afraid to fully review it because the guy who made it's like a reviewer or whatever.
Yeah,
you can just say, you know what? I'm glad he got to make his movie. I didn't.
Yeah, and that's how I feel. Like I appreciate like the guy's path to it, but it was like,
try again, maybe.
Did you watch it?
No, I still haven't watched it yet.
Okay, you'll say that exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, there's something about like the hand cam shit. Like sometimes they're great and sometimes they just fucking miss.
Well, I heard it's a different transition where it should have kept the one, like like a mockumentary or whatever. And then
it's just it kind of struggles a little bit. Like there's somewhere in there's a good movie and it just didn't hit. But Sunday nights is Euphoria night now, and that show is fucking off the hook crazy. It just turned into a completely different show.
Yeah.
Like, it is a drug smuggling show, OnlyFans, in trouble with, loan sharks. Like, it's gotten crazy. But I'm fucking here for it. I love it. I can't get enough.
Last season, right?
It's got to be. I don't know.
Oh.
I mean, there's so much star power in that show. Nobody's going to want to keep doing that show, especially with all the, like, crazy shit they have them do in the show.
Yeah.
But it's very entertaining. I know some people aren't happy with it. Obviously they took that long break, but Eric Dane had quite a bit of scenes in it so far. And it's not. He's always sitting down, but it was nice that they were able to accommodate him and at least keep him in there. But yeah, really enjoying Euphoria. Finished Daredevil. We talked about that. What else did I watch? I watched Attack of the Doc, dude, and that's on Tubi, and it just really depressed me, dude. It really fucking depressed me, and like obviously I'm depressed because I knew Olivia Munn was hot back in the day, but I didn't realize how hot she was. I probably did. I just forgot about it after all these years, but my God, she was so sexy back then. And we just had it. We had everything cool back then, you know? Like, there's nothing cool like that anymore.
This money and consolidation has just ruined everything.
It really has, dude. And they kind of get to that in the documentary. You know, it starts out explaining what G4 TV is, and then it goes into what they covered to begin with, and then the birth of Attack of the Show. And it was just great programming back in the day. Like, I remember sitting in front of the TV when I'd get home from work or whatever and just watching G4 TV. Like, I'd always record Attack of the Show, and I had to fucking see what crazy shit Kevin and Olivia were up to. And
on Tuesdays was DVD Tuesday. You had to watch
with Chris Gore.
Keep up with the DVD coming out.
That Chris Gore, I still follow him.
Yeah.
But I think he made this. I'm pretty sure he made this doc. But he was so fucking cool. He always gave great recommendations for movies and what movies you needed to go grab on Tuesdays. Like the culture was so fucking great. And they really point this out in the documentary. Like, G4 and Attack of the Show made being a nerd pop culture. Like, you know, like they started taking over conventions like E3 and San Diego Comic-Con and what's the one in Vegas, the gaming developing. They went to Tokyo for a gaming convention. Like, they just did so much cool shit. And these kids nowadays, they have no idea what quality programming is. Like, everything is, you know, whatever streaming or whatever.
Right.
Like, they just didn't. And then, like, they come to a part where they had the Twitter board, and you could see what people were tweeting live during the show. And I mean, just they did a lot of groundbreaking shit, I thought. But it just really depressed me because I was like, man, that era is over, and we're never going to get anything close to it again.
Makes you miss when everything wasn't on the internet.
I mean, I guess the closest you can get is like TikTok lives and stuff like that, where you're interacting live with somebody, but it's just not the same, dude. Like that, like they were cool, and that was, you know, what everybody strived to be, and it birthed the YouTuber and, you know, the gaming people having the gaming channels and stuff like that. But I mean, they kind of inspired people to do that stuff. So I mean, it's really cool, and I don't think they get enough credit. But towards the end of the documentary, they talk about how, you know, there was this takeover, and they were like, we're going to make this Esquire TV now.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to cater to, you know, the male audience that's, you know, more or less hipster-like, and do all these things that, and it failed miserably very quickly.
Yeah.
And like, it's one of those things, like you talked about, a manager comes in, we're going to do things my way, even though this is fucking a gold mine, and we're just going to tear it down. It doesn't matter if it fails, because it doesn't fucking matter. We don't care. Right. But I mean, they fucking ruined a gold mine, dude. Like, there's no reason why G4 TV shouldn't be around still. And I mean, you don't really hear people like talking to themselves, like calling themselves gamers now or anything like that. But so, I mean, the culture is somewhat, you know, all those people obviously grew up, but I mean, kids still play video games today, and I feel like they'd be somewhat successful. Like, I just don't understand why they can't do a YouTube channel and it be successful. You know what I mean? Like, there's all these other people that are making dope fucking money on YouTube, but somehow they just, and they had the rebirth of it in 2021, and that failed.
I remember maybe watching it once or twice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it just wasn't a good launch pad for it to come back. That was not the time for it to come back. Yeah. But
they probably just go by streamers now instead of gamers. That's why I feel it's that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everything's just technology has advanced everything to where the average person can put together a decent show and make money. But like I said, there's still no reason why they couldn't do a YouTube channel and be successful and launch the shows on there. But yeah, it really kind of made me sad. I was like, that was a great period of time, and you know, you just don't appreciate those things while you're in the moment. You know,
I remember, like, I used to watch X Play all the time.
Yeah, with Adam Sessler.
Yep, and Morgan, she was hot.
Yeah, Morgan was hot. Yeah.
And like, they would do like Halloween episodes where they just reviewed horror games and stuff. I still remember watching those. I'm like, man, just not there anymore. Yeah,
it was good. And like, Attack of the Show had like Around the Web, where they'd show all the funniest videos. Like, I remember like seeing all the crazy, like, that was like the TikTok before TikTok. they'd find all the fucking short clips that, what was the one grandpa that beat that dude's ass on the bus?
Yeah.
Epic Beard Man is what they called him.
Yeah.
And he beat the fuck out of that dude. And he's like, somebody called an ambulance.
Yep.
He couldn't say ambulance. He said ambulance.
Mm-hmm.
But they were like laughing hysterically over that. But, you just see they had so much fun. And when Olivia Munn left, that really killed the show, I thought. There just wasn't the chemistry between him and, was it Candace?
I don't remember. Yeah, but that was definitely like a turning point.
Yeah.
She got offered more money to go into acting or whatever.
Yeah. And you can't blame her. That was just a launch pad for her, And I'm surprised Kevin didn't really do much else after that. I don't even know what he's doing. I think he does a podcast or something. But, yeah, I mean, they just struck gold with those two. Like, they had the chemistry, and it just fucking worked. And then all the other people, like Chris Hardwick and Chris Gore, I mean, just all the other people that contributed to this show, like, that had to have been a great fucking era to be a part of, I mean, well, we were a part of it, but we weren't.
Like
But
I said,
it had to have been great to be a part of that.
I remember before it was even total G4, it was like G4 Tech TV or whatever, and they still had like, here's how to defrag your PC and that kind of stuff. Like,
they'd have like playing guides and stuff like that. Yeah, it was cool, dude. It was really cool. And for kids like us back in the day, like that was cool shit.
Yeah.
That people that were talking about things you loved and on TV, the shit you got made fun of for liking, these cool people were on TV talking about it, and eventually it became mainstream.
Yep.
So hats off to them, though. I mean, and they talk about this in the documentary. Like, they all knew it was going to end, and when they came in and they shut them down, they were all like celebrating and clapping and hugging each other, and people were like, "What the fuck is going on here?" And they were just celebrating because they knew that they had accomplished something. And I would highly recommend it. It's only like an hour and a half, but it's good, man. And you'll get the feels, man. You'll be sad when you get done with it. You'll be like, damn, that was a great time. And it's over. Never getting it back.
Never.
I'm already sad. They've wrecked so much.
And then I obviously finished Hulk Hogan, Real American. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
My God, dude. It's 4 episodes, but in the first episode's kind of like the birth of Hulk Hogan. Was it the second episode's kind of like his high moments in the WWE, WWF. Third episode's like him leaving the WWF because he gets pissed. They tell him his time's over, and he goes to WCW, which really his time was over.
Yeah.
His shtick was, his gimmick was just done. And, he had to make a change, and he makes the change to NWO. And then he rides that out until it's dead and bought by, Vince McMahon.
Hollywood Hogan.
Then that 4th episode, I felt fucking depressed for Hulk Hogan in that fucking episode, dude. Like, how much shit does this dude have to go through?
Right.
Not me. He deserved it.
He kind of does, but it's still like, there's a part where they show like, obviously he's fizzled out of his WWE return, and he goes to TNA, and he's done. Yeah. I mean, he's literally done. He's just doing this for the paycheck. They talk about how he's starting to collect injuries, and they showed the fucking x-ray of his back.
Yeah.
And there's the camera's in the room when the doc's like, this is what a normal spine looks like.
And this is yours.
And then you see his fucking spine, and it's
like a question mark.
Yeah, it's like a question mark. You're like, my God, how's that fucker walking?
Right.
But between that and the
surgeries.
I mean, his surgeries, the shit going on with his family, and then he gets divorced. He has to see that his wife's running around with this young guy. Like, they literally rode the boat up to his house and smoked a joint on his boat.
Yeah.
And and then you go into the Hawker shit. That's what it was called, right?
Gawker.
Sorry, Gawker. And like, how much shit can a man endure? But once again, all this shit caught up to him, and it's kind of funny because he lived this life where it was like, I'm the prototype, I'm the epitome of a role model, and he was not the epitome of a role model. Like, he's like drinking, doing drugs, doing steroids, and I mean, he just kind of shot himself in the foot there towards the end, and then obviously, it just got worse from there. And when they took a shot at his hero. he really came to life and got baptized and went out and campaigned for Donald Trump. But it is sad that the Hulkster's not around anymore. But I was a little sad at the end of that documentary. I was like, because I mean, he did accomplish a lot. And, we've said this before about, like how many great things does a terrible person do that overshadows them being a terrible person? I don't think he was a terrible, terrible person. Like, I think he did a lot of good things. Like, they showed the Make-A-Wish stuff that he did, and like all the things that little kids that he inspired. Take your vitamins, say your prayers, all that shit.
A lot of people still inspired. From that gimmick.
Well, I mean, look how popular he was up until he died. Like, even after all, like, who survives all this shit?
Yeah,
who survives all this stuff? And somehow he just, like, the people that loved him and kept him afloat until the end. And like, I felt like the documentary itself was a puff piece.
Mostly.
Yeah.
Mostly. Like, they covered, the ebbs and flows, but like it was that, like, they didn't get into a whole lot,
Well, they really, like you said, they saved a lot of the negative stuff for like the very last episode.
Yeah.
But we all know, like, even like whatever episode 2 or 3 where Bret Hart was
the best part of that documentary.
Him and Jimmy Hart.
He's like friend, I like the part where Jimmy Hart says "fuck." He's like, I didn't mean to say that.
It's like, Jimmy, you're on a documentary.
But no, like, even Bret's like, oh, Hogan came back and wanted to be the champ, so they let it happen. And it's like,
by the way, did you see the house Jimmy Hart was rocking?
Yeah,
I heard somebody say that's not his house.
It can't be. There's no way.
He's friends with some billionaire down in Florida, and supposedly that's their house.
And he just kind of hangs out there.
And that's where he wanted to do his interview or whatever, I guess. But again, Hulk surely stepped on some people during his original WWF run. They didn't. And
they didn't talk about him, fucking over Jesse the Body with the union shit.
Yeah, that was one thing. Again, I get it's supposed to be like the Hulk Hogan documentary, but I don't know how you tell the Hulk Hogan story without telling a big wrestling story.
The dark side of Hulk Hogan.
And at the same time, it didn't have Vince in it. I get it. Nobody really wants to see Vince, but you can't tell Hulk's story or Vince's story without one or the other.
I'm not going to lie to you, dude. I was fucking, like, my eyes were watering during the funeral, and Vince was like, I forget what he said.
He needs one more standing ovation.
Yeah, one more standing ovation. And I was just like, my eyes started watering, and I'm like, fuck, man. Like, these dudes.
Not me.
Like, he was that important to these guys. Like, I felt their emotions.
Oh, it's clear that they were friends. And, again, like you said, Hulk Hogan never killed anybody or, like, sexually assaulted anybody as far as we know. So he's not the worst person in the world. But, like, everything he did, he was like his own fault, really. Yeah. Again, like you say, the stuff with Jesse.
Again, I feel like he's a product of his time as far as, like, racial tones and stuff like that. Like, I don't think he believed he was racist. To a degree.
I don't know. You ever see that promo where he's talking about some black guy and
I haven't seen
chicken
that,
and the watermelon and all that? It's like,
well, that's back in the day. They could say whatever they wanted back in the day.
But anyway, I don't, like I say, but I don't feel sorry for him because so much of his problems he caused himself. They didn't. His WCW run. They didn't talk enough about how he kind of screwed everybody over. Supposedly, Kevin Nash said he gave like a 4-hour interview, and they only used like a couple minutes.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because it's funny. Like, everybody gives him his dues because they all know.
He is. I mean, he
saved wrestling.
The biggest name in wrestling for 2 decades.
He saved wrestling, and he put wrestling into pop culture.
Mm-hmm. It's like, true. That's fact.
You got to give the guy credit. Like, if he does not perform at WrestleMania, like, WWE is gone, and we may not have wrestling like we have today.
We might just have territories.
Yeah, I mean, it could very well have been just like it was back in the day, where you had, like you said, territories, and this is on in the South, this is on in the West, this is on in the East. But I mean, the dude deserves all the credit in the world for what he did.
Sure.
Nobody is saying that. Nobody's discounting that. But yeah, they just didn't. It was a puff piece, and they really shied away.
Even in WCW, like, they didn't mention the Starrcade with Sting, where he basically ruined like a whole year's worth of storyline just because he didn't want to lose clean to Sting.
Yeah,
and so it's clear that they try to get the point across that he had an ego. Where's Hulk? Where's Terry? What's the difference?
Who wouldn't have an ego?
Yeah.
And I think it's like that for most of those guys. Like, they become their characters. I mean, look at Ric Flair. Nobody knows who the real Ric Flair is. But, like, when you're that big and you're that big of a star, like you just become that person.
Yeah.
And like he said, he was on the road for so long. My God, dude, he said he was wrestling with blown out knee for 20 years.
Yeah, he said that. Whether it's true or not, he said that.
He probably
and that's what this.
I think he probably had like a partial tear that bothered him,
something like that. Yeah.
And eventually it got to be where it was a full tear and he had to go in.
But that's what this documentary really did. It really did somebody calling like bullshit on Hulk Hogan. And again, like I said, they got Donald Trump to do this. They couldn't get Mr. T to do it,
right?
Who was instrumental back then.
I thought that was like really odd that Mr. T didn't want to do it.
Maybe he just didn't want to do it.
Well, they didn't have his daughter either.
Well,
they're kind of estranged.
Yeah.
But I wish that had at least been addressed. There's a reason Brooke's not in this because her mom and dad both sucked ass. And again, there's the thing with Linda. Like Linda quits taking her birth control and has Nick. Like, oh, does Nick have anything to say about that? That he's learned that his mom kind of did that.
What a terrible thing to say on an interview, right?
Right.
Like,
even Linda gives you, she was a good looking woman.
Yeah, she's still. For an older lady, she looks good.
It's clear that both of them were kind of nutty, or became kind of nutty with the money and the drugs.
Well, they didn't talk about Nick's issues as well that they had to go through with those car accidents.
Right,
and
how Hulk has to bail him out from every DUI he has.
Well, Hulk even there's recordings where they say, can we blame the guy who died instead of blaming Nick?
Yeah.
So and I wish again, like Jesse was the guy who was there. I think it needed a Vince.
I didn't realize that he blew up outside of WWE.
Oh yeah, back in the AWA.
Yeah,
Minnesota was his where he really the launch pad that really took off.
They didn't even talk about this. They didn't talk about Japan at all.
I was really pissed. I was hoping to see some Japan stuff.
I had to listen to some other people talk about it, but the Japan stuff should have been in the first episode because he was already big in Japan when he got married. Antonio Inoki, like the Hulk Hogan of Japan, he came to their wedding. He flew all the way to California to be at their wedding.
That's awesome.
And Hulk in the last episode mentions his second divorce. They don't talk about it at all.
No,
I didn't know he was married.
I didn't know he was married a second time. Yeah. And that's what I messaged you guys. I was like, how does this motherfucker not commit suicide? He goes through all this shit and then 2 divorces within a matter of years.
Well, he was married for 10 years to the second one.
Yeah.
And again, they don't even really talk about it before he meets his third wife, the
Christian nationalist.
Yeah. The blonde.
She's hot. Again, she is hot too.
That's what this really, missed for me was, and maybe if they could have had Hulk back to do a second round of interviews like they talk about toward the end, but there really needed to be somebody in this interview who had been like a part of Hulk's life calling kind of bullshit.
I forget who it was. It might have been like Kevin Nash or somebody, but they were like, Hulk, a lot of people say, or no, it was Triple H, I think, that said it. Triple H nailed it at the end of that.
Yeah.
The 4th episode, he was like, a lot of people have issues with Hulk because he's really never atoned for the bad things that he's done. He's never apologized and he's never understood, all the people that he's hurt. Mm. And I'm like, dude, you fucking nailed it. Like, you nailed the coffin.
Even Hulk comes out like, oh, brother, they were booing me. I was just getting that good heat. Like, no, they didn't like you.
Yeah.
It's not they were rooting against you. It's they don't like you.
That was not the place to bring Hulk Hogan out.
No.
Like, if they bring Hulk out in Florida, he gets a standing ovation.
Yeah, maybe.
I think
maybe Florida.
Yeah, he's getting a standing ovation in Florida. You're giving Florida too much credit, buddy.
Well, after he had that match with WrestleMania with The Rock, and then Vince is like, "Oh, you're coming back," and Tripp's like, "Don't do this." He's like,
he just got some nostalgia heat.
He's like, he'll fizzle out in 3 weeks, and sure enough, that's what it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
So again, I'm sad that this is like the last word on it because we won't have any new interviews with him. But this should have been like a more definitive documentary about him and his time in wrestling, and I don't think it was.
Yeah,
and again, there's
a lot.
And WWE has access to all the footage, all these people they got contracts with. It should have been a better deal.
I get it. I don't think the family was ever going to give their, and I don't think WWE was ever going to give their approval for a full on onslaught. You know what I mean? They want to highlight some of his mistakes, but not enough to make you hate him.
Yeah.
So,
and again, not even that all those mistakes would make you hate him because he was a guy making, air quotes, business decisions. But I think it would have shown more that he was a guy who, bought his own hype and really just shot himself in the foot. Actually the best moment for me of the whole documentary, just speaking about Hulk Hogan, is that moment where the interview asked him, like, when was the last time you were happy? And he says, it was when I had Linda and I had my kids.
That was really sad right there.
And even like, when the brother thing shows up.
I'm not going to lie, I teared up at that part too.
Well, I thought it was kind of bullshit. That was Hulk being Hulk. Like, I don't want to talk about a brother. Like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But when he was talking about Linda and the kids, I felt that one. I'm like, that might be the most truthful thing Hulk said in this whole documentary.
And it's funny, like, it took me back to a conversation I've had with my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I don't even remember asking him. I think we just kind of got into it. And he was like, the happiest I ever was when me and your mom were married and you were a baby. And to many people that is, because it's something new in life and it's something that you'll always remember and never forget, And it's funny, like, some of those moments are your happiest moments, even though they end very poorly.
Right.
So it's sad when you look at it like that, but that's life, man. You make mistakes and you move on from them. So sometimes things don't last. Well, nothing lasts, but
don't work for me, brother.
Yeah, brother. Brother, I got something.
And I've seen some clips from him in Japan wrestling, and he wrestled. Like,
that's what I always hear. I hear his Japan wrestling is some of his best work.
It is. He didn't do half that shit in WWF.
Did he now?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I couldn't believe that fucking ultrasound of his, or not the.
Didn't they say they put like some kind of battery in his back or something?
Well, he described it's the X-ray of his back. Sorry, not ultrasound, but I just couldn't believe how crooked it was. And then he's like, it makes sense. I've been jumping up and sitting down on my ass for 30 years, and that's compacting my spine every night.
That's my question is why didn't you get that checked out like a decade sooner?
Well, these guys, they're all from that era where, like, going to the doctor is a sign of weakness.
But they got a doctor at every show. He could be like, Doc, is my spine that fucked up? Like, yeah, Hulk.
Well, I think what it is too is like when you're on top, you really can't miss no time.
No,
either,
yeah, that's the thing.
You fizzle out.
Yeah,
and you get accustomed to the lifestyle that he had, and that money has to keep coming in because you're spending so much, and you're trying to keep your wife happy, your daughter happy, your son happy, and you're keeping them out of trouble. Like, it just adds up, and you got to keep working no matter what until you fucking can't work anymore. And that's what happened to him.
I think he even said, like, after WrestleMania.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Was it Bret Hart? He said, like, his promos were 10 out of 10, but his wrestling was shit.
I am shocked that they put that Bret Hart interview in there. Because he was like,
he was the only one really talking some shit about it. Bret Hart said in that first episode, when I wrestled Hulk back then, I knew more then than he ever knew about wrestling.
Yeah. Well, I liked when he was like, I was really getting a push and I was supposed to wrestle him for the championship. He was like, I went and introduced myself to him and he acted like he didn't hear me.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
and then Hulk's like, I didn't do that on purpose.
Yeah, sure he did.
Yeah, you fucking remember big timing him, dude. You fucking remember that shit. He just didn't want to seem like an asshole when they were doing that.
And again, we know as wrestling fans, like Hulk Hogan has a long history of like bullshitting.
Yeah.
And they don't kind of mention that too much in the documentary. So,
and it's funny, he tries to make it seem like he could have acted like The Rock. And it's like, you weren't that great. You were just the guy that everybody looked up to and wanted to see in movies. He was like, I couldn't take being on set for 12 hours a day. It was too much work. It was much easier for me to go in and work for 30 minutes and make a big thing of cash and then go home.
Sorry, Hulk, you kind of sucked as an actor.
Yeah. It's like, no, bro, you did that sorry ass fucking show and nobody wanted to put you in anything anymore and you had to go back to wrestling. But and I could be wrong about that, but that's just my outside opinion after watching his career like my whole life.
That's a fair take.
Yeah, it's a very fair take. Like, he fizzled out and he wasn't a hot deal anymore because he couldn't act. He was just the big strong guy that they put in shit, and they fed off of his popularity.
Well, I mean, Three Ninjas wasn't groundbreaking that he was in.
Sorry, brother, I can't be the next John Wayne.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love my Hulk Hogan movies, but
Commando?
There's no range there.
All right.
Like, The Rock's got some chops,
Yeah.
You say so.
He's good, dude. Come on.
If you say so.
He's good.
He's better than Hulk, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's better than Hulk.
Yeah, he's way better than the Hulk.
Yeah.
But, yeah, definitely check that out. Even if you're not a wrestling fan, it's a great story to just sit and listen to. But I really enjoyed it for the most part. But I'm like you. I wish they would have covered more things. And
WWE knows how to, and Netflix know how to make a well-made documentary.
Yeah,
I just wish they'd have really, gone into some things.
Yeah, Jimmy Hart wouldn't have allowed it though.
I think Jimmy's been around. I think he's not a bullshitter too much. He'll definitely try to put his positive spin on. Again, like you said, like these people were his friends.
Yeah.
They've known him for.
They're not going to say terrible things about that, but they'll definitely be like, Hulk wasn't the greatest in that department.
Yeah.
But as it is, you should call it how it is,
Even I like that. They had a little Jerry the King Lawler interview in that first episode. Like, yeah, Hulk wanted me to be his manager or something. It was no.
Yeah. Well, that's all we have for this episode of the Sleazy Podcast. As always, the call to action is to share the show with one person, and from there we'll get another person to listen or watch. Also, please make sure you're liking, commenting, and subscribing to the station on YouTube and pages on TikTok and Facebook and wherever else you see us. And let us know what you think. Obviously, we will reply. So, anything you guys want to share before we leave?
Nope.
Are you sure?
I forgot to mention the show I watched too. I started The Audacity.
Oh yeah, we did forget to talk about The Audacity.
There's some Audacity for you.
Yeah,
We'll
talk about The Audacity next time.
No problem.
Next time, it'll be almost over by then.
Yeah.
You need to watch that show though. It's on like FX or something.
Yeah, AMC.
AMC? Yes, AMC. So it's about a Silicon Valley sociopath, psycho, whatever you want to call him.
I don't need to watch it. I'm limited.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's really like Zach Galifianakis is in it, and he's so fucking awesome.
Not the Richies.
All right, that's all we got for you folks. As always, keep it sleazy.
Keep it sleazy, brother.
Thanks for listening to the Sleazy Podcast. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and remember, listen to Sleazy.